Jessica,
Robert, and Adam
from Kirby Heating and Air Conditioning in Pittsboro. The Kirby family wishes you the merriest of Christmases and happiest of New Year's. Thanks for your business. We really appreciate it. If you live in Hendricks or surrounding counties and need us, we are always here to help. Kirby services any model, and we proudly install American Standard products. Call us at 317-892-3614.
Kirby is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Happy holidays from Kirby Heating and Air Conditioning.
WIBC cares, and if you or someone you care about needs food assistance, we have resources for you, including food distribution locations with an interactive map. Also, learn how you can make a difference for friends and neighbors in need, all at WIBC.com. It's Happy Honda Days at Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Incredible offers all season long. Great Lakes Honda of Fishers, your Honda destination.
No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures. Learn more at helpnokidhungry.org.
Got any gadgets? Get online protection. NordVPN has a ho-ho holiday deal just for you. Get up to 77% off plus 3 extra months. According to PC Mag, this VPN service is rated as outstanding. A single NordVPN account secures up to 10 devices. You can share online protection with your loved ones. NordVPN's Threat Protection Pro feature helps you block malware, avoid phishing, and stop annoying digital trackers. NordVPN scans the dark web and checks if your sensitive credentials haven't gotten into the wrong hands. This cybersecurity tool also encrypts your browsing. You can enjoy the internet with more peace of mind. Just a few taps and you're safer online. Let your gadgets sparkle with online security. Go to NordVPN.com and get up to 77% off plus 3 extra months. NordVPN.
Latrell spent more than 8 years in foster care. His world changed when he was adopted at 15 with help from the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption.
I think about how much we love him, and I wish we could have had him for his entire childhood.
The foundation is changing the lives of thousands of teens waiting in foster care. You can help. Learn more at davethomasfoundation.org.
Overcoming drug addiction is difficult. The road to recovery is different for everyone. Find the path to recovery that works for you. Learn more at cdc.gov/stopoverdose.
With over 100 online casino-style games, Chumba Casino is your destination for nonstop entertainment. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 21+.
Kids across America are going to school hungry every day. No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures. Learn more at helpnokidhungry.org.
Broadcasting from the Technology Recycler Studios, this is Indy's Mobile News, 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. The news starts now.
Scarpino is traveling with the president and has more from West Palm Beach, Florida.
President Trump threatening to kill many more terrorists if the murders there continue. The president announcing the strike on Christmas night, saying in part, quote, the United States launched a powerful and deadly strike against ISIS terrorist scum in northwest Nigeria, who have been targeting and viciously killing primarily innocent Christians at levels not seen for many years and even centuries. A military official tells The Times the operation was done in coordination with the Nigerian military. The deadly strikes come after a surge of attacks on Christians and Christian institutions in Nigeria. President Trump has previously lashed out on the country's government for having done nothing to stop the killings, even threatening to cut off aid.
And Ukrainian President Zelensky says he will meet with President Trump in Florida on Sunday to discuss security guarantees for Ukraine. Zelensky says that 20-point plan under discussion is about 90% ready. The meeting comes as part of an intensified U.S.-led effort to end the nearly 4-year Russian-Ukraine war. The talks remain stalled by sharply opposing demands from Moscow and Kyiv. White House claims the economy is doing better, even as survey shows many Americans don't agree.
The U.S. economy in the third quarter growing by 4.3%, and November inflation going in lower than expected. On the trade front, the president's agenda is delivering a massive windfall. The new data shows the U.S. has brought in more than $200 billion in tariff revenue this year. Families are also getting relief at the pump, seeing the cheapest December gas prices since 2020.
Fox Business's Darren Bothello. America's listening to Fox News.
'93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
A social media post led to criminal charges. It's cloudy and 64 degrees in downtown Indianapolis. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 3:02. That's what a couple from Indianapolis is facing after their son was killed. Here's Ryan Hedrick.
Chardonnay Cleveland and Dejan Fox were booked into Vanderburgh County Jail on Christmas Day on charges of intimidation tied to a case where their son was shot and killed at Kentucky State University earlier in the month. That man that shot him, Jacob Bard, was originally booked on murder charges, but a grand jury decided not to charge him. He was set free. His attorney maintains it was self-defense. Prosecutors say in a Facebook post, Fox posted that you don't know what you took from me, but you're going to feel the same hurt. Ryan Hedrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Indiana will enjoy a brief warm-up this weekend before winter conditions return early next week.
And then we have rain becoming widespread on Sunday ahead of a cold front that's going to approach the area. Ahead of that, we're going to see much warmer air kick north. We may actually be near record highs on Sunday.
National Weather Service forecaster Mike Ryan says much of Indiana will reach the mid-60s on Saturday. After a cold front moves through, temperatures fall fast, dropping into the 20s by Monday morning, with wind chills end in the single digits. A Terre Haute man is behind bars after police say he caused a Christmas Day wreck during an argument with his mom. Investigators say William Gallagher was a passenger until he lost his temper and tried to take over the truck his mom was driving. By grabbing the wheel and stepping on the gas, Gallagher sent them through railroad property and into several trees. All three people inside were hurt but are expected to be okay. Gallagher ended his holiday in jail with facing several charges. The 6-24 Indiana Pacers have the Boston Celtics for the second time, not only this season but this week as well. Let's see if Indiana can redeem themselves against Boston. Tonight's tip-off is at 7. And Principal Kaylee Fosno was announced as Indiana's 25-26 recipient of the Milken Educator Award.
I believe elementary school should be the place where you find your home. And we have fun here every day, which is a huge part of learning. But I cannot thank my teachers enough for making this place so special.
And the honor, often called the Oscar of Teaching, comes with a $25,000 cash prize. Time is 3:04. Traffic and weather next.
Hey guys, it's Rob for Wheat Grow Hair Indy. You know, champions just don't show up. They pick the right team to get the best results. And when it comes to restoring your hair, We Grow Hair Indy is that team. You know, 5 years ago, I made the choice to head over to We Grow Hair Indy. And every time I look in the mirror, I'm so glad I did. You know, guys at the top of their game, radio personalities, coaches, and well-known athletes have all trusted We Grow Hair Indy to restore their hair. Why? Because their results are permanent, natural, and speak for themselves. Here's what you do. You call today, 317-522-2995. 317-522-2995. Schedule a totally free, no-hassle, no-obligation consultation. Darren and the gang, the fine folks at We Grow Hair Indy, will take a look at what's going on top of your head and make some suggestions on how you can get your hair and your confidence back. Then it's up to you. In the meantime, see some other folks who have made the choice to get their confidence back by heading over to WeGrowHairIndy.com. 317-522-2995. 317-522-2995.
Traffic at 3:05. Good afternoon, Matt Bear.
Good afternoon, Jake. Looking at the south side, northbound 65, stop-and-go traffic from Raymond into the south split because of construction. Southbound 65-70, slow. Washington Street into the south split also because of construction. South side crash, Shelbyville Road at Emerson Avenue. A hit and run on the north side, Grandview Drive at Fox Hill Drive. Traffic sponsored by Super Shore. Do you own a small business? You need to hear this. A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure, not kind of sure, not pretty sure, but super sure. Coming soon. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Thank you, Matt. And here's the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center. What do you have, Tara Hastings?
Mostly cloudy conditions this afternoon. It is going to be breezy, incredibly mild with highs near 63. Cloudy overnight tonight with lows near 44. I'm Wish TV storm tracking meteorologist Tara Hastings for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hey, we're off and running. It's a well-oiled machine here since we've moved into the new studio. My name is Jason Hammer, and it's the Hammer and Nigel show. Normally at this point, you'd be hearing a really fun, exciting, Motley Crue style rock and roll intro, but it's Friday and everybody's got a case of the screw-its, and I don't know if the equipment's working or not, but we're here, and I tell you what, today's show is good old-fashioned nepotism. That's what it is. I will see your DEI hires, and I will raise you nepotism. So my cousin is producing today, Kurt Gerald's. He's frantically trying to make sure the equipment gets fixed right now. I'm looking through the window. I see a vein sticking out of his neck, and he's on the phone, and there's sweat pouring out of his head because he knows that when we go to commercial break, I'm going to blame him for all of this. And then filling in for Nigel today is my oldest son, 21 years old, ready to experience his first official legal beer sample Friday. Chris Hammer, how are you?
How's it going? We're doing great today. Doing great. Ready to rock and roll.
So we came in here all excited. We were ready to rock, ready to rip. And then literally right after the news, like all the equipment froze.
I was waiting for that Motley Crue intro. It hypes me up every time.
Right.
And then looked through the window. Kurt's back there franticking, and great start for this Friday.
And poor Kurt just looks so defeated right now, man. Just so defeated. So we'll let him try to get anything. Kurt, do we have access to any clips at all this break? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Do we have access to any sort of audio at all? Can we play clips or not, Kurt? We can? All right. That's good. Because last night on Christmas, while you guys were all drinking eggnog and being with the family, opening gifts, the United States blew the hell out of some Nigerian terrorists. And Chris, I don't know about you, but to me, that warms my cold, dark heart.
Oh, it does. It's a Christmas gift to the American people. Who doesn't like bad guys getting killed? Only psychopaths. And, I see this on the news and I see this on social media. Like, I don't understand why the Democratic Party digs into their heels on this issue, that it's a bad thing we're blowing up terrorists. It's a bad thing we're blowing up drug smugglers. I don't understand why that, of all issues, like, who are they winning over by making that point? That's what I want to know. Who is looking at that and saying, yes, we support not killing bad guys?
So these Nigerian ISIS terrorists have been persecuting Christians for a long time. Mm-hmm. And the Trump administration had been giving them months of warning, saying, hey, cut the crap. These are Christians. They are more than welcome to practice their faith. You knock off the garbage or things are about to get a little loud, so to speak.
That's right. There's an old saying. We used to say it on my high school baseball team all the way. I can't say it exactly, but it is F around and find out. Well, they F'd around. And now, as of last night, they're finding out, I would say.
And the Nigerian government, they were in on this too. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like they were trying to cover up for these terrorists. I just don't think they had the manpower. Like in some of these countries, you have to remember the terrorist organizations, the cartels, they've got more power than some of the local governments. And I feel like in Nigeria, that's where we're at. So they reached out to the United States, and the United States said, don't threaten us with a good time. Now, Kurt, are we able to play any mood music here? I'm going to read you a statement from President Trump. Go ahead and hit the music. Since it happened on Christmas, I thought this was appropriate. Quote, tonight at my direction as Commander-in-Chief, the United States launched a powerful and deadly strike against ISIS terrorist scum in northwest Nigeria, who have been targeting and viciously killing primarily innocent Christians at levels not seen in many years and even centuries. This music just makes this, by the way. I have previously warned these terrorists if they did not stop the slaughtering of Christians, there would be hell to pay. And tonight, there was. The Department of War executed numerous perfect strikes, as only the United States is capable of doing under my leadership. Our country will not allow radical Islamic terrorism to prosper. May God bless our military, and Merry Christmas to all, including the dead terrorists, of which there will be many more if their slaughter of Christians continues.
Yeah.
Donald J. Trump, President of the United States of America.
Merry Christmas to the United States of America right there.
Dude, I love it when religious holidays happen and the United States reminds people who we are.
Right. We don't take days off. We don't take holiday days. There are no days off for the United States.
Now, under the Biden administration, maybe that was the case.
True.
But historically, throughout our nation's history, I mean, go back to the Captain Phillips situation, right? They made the whole movie out of it with Tom Hanks. The Somali pirates were shot dead in the head by snipers on Easter. That's how they rescued Captain Phillips when his tanker was hijacked by the pirates. We had special forces and snipers shoot the pirates dead in the head on Easter Sunday. That's who we are.
All right, I will see your Captain Phillips story, and I will raise you all the way back in the day. On Christmas Day of 1776, George Washington crossing the Delaware to take the fight to the British, to take the fight to the Hessians, and turn the tide of our Revolutionary War here. Did it on Christmas Day, caught him in surprise in the dark of the night, just to remind everybody, hey, we may be some small hillbilly drunken farmers, but we're here to win. We're here to fight.
I mean, if you think about George Washington, 1776, we as a nation were so pissed off that they raised tax on tea by 3%. We went across a frozen river on Christmas night just to slaughter the government.
Right.
3% on tax. And now look what we're doing. Now we're paying a gas tax in Indiana that goes up in perpetuity.
You look at these school districts, anytime they run out of money, hey, we need the people to cover our bill. And then, we just, okay, all right, we'll do that.
Right. We get strong-armed by these school corps that say, well, if you get any sort of relief on property taxes, the schools are going to shut down. And poor little tiny Tim here, who doesn't have arms, who doesn't have legs, his little stump just goes to our school. He's going to die if you get any sort of property tax relief. That's what all of these schools do. And sadly, morons believe it.
They believe it all the time. And you see it with these referendum votes. They buy into this, quite frankly, lie from a lot of these school districts just because they don't want to run their own budget. Whatever happened to being financially responsible these days?
At one point in our nation, we were taxed an extra 3% on tea, and in the middle of the night, in freezing waters, we sailed across the Delaware to murder the government.
We took on the most experienced, the largest at the time, army in the entire world because we didn't like our tea and our playing cards being taxed.
Right.
Now we pay a ridiculous tax on our houses just to live.
And we re-elect the people that screw us.
Right.
Like, that's the thing. Rod Bray, Senate Pro Tem, won in a landslide in his last election. He's the one that's responsible for all of us getting screwed on property taxes. It's easy to point the finger at Braun and Beckwith because they were the faces of it, right? Governor Braun, Lieutenant Governor Beckwith, they were the most loud, vocal faces of this fight. But it came down to what would happen in the General Assembly. And because it didn't interest Rod Bray, and some of his butt sniffer friends had financial gain for businesses having to pay property taxes, but people being screwed. That's why we're all given the shaft here.
Right. I think you make a good point, too. Like, everyone, and anytime election season rolls around, everyone likes to thank the governor, lieutenant governor, even the president of the United States. I don't think a lot of people realize that the elections that matter the most are your local election for the people that represent you in our Congress here. Because those are the people that are taking your money from you, as we see right now.
And they've got closer access to your wallet.
Exactly.
Because they live here.
Exactly.
That's where it starts. You're absolutely right. Chris Hammer, you are a junior at the University of Indianapolis.
I am.
Double majoring in political science and communications, correct?
That is correct, yes.
What's the career path for you? Are you wanting to be the next governor, or are you wanting to be like what I'm doing? What do you want to do?
So, seeing how stuff plays out right now, but what I'm leaning to is I know I want to get into the political world. I'm leaning into wanting to run campaigns or run people's stuff. Maybe not as a candidate, but someone in the background.
Why would you not want to be the candidate?
Well, a lot of different stuff there. For one, you don't get shot at if you're not the candidate.
There's that. There's that. Nobody shoots the advisor.
But again, just seeing how stuff plays out. If an opportunity presents itself, I would definitely think about being the candidate. But just trying to leave all my doors open as possible as I can coming out of college to try to set myself up to be in the best position moving forward.
I've always said I think you're going to be the governor one day, and just tell me, you'll bring some fight to the table.
Oh, I will.
Right?
Yes.
Weir likes to fight people. Like, in case you haven't figured it out, the Hammer family with the Gerald's family all tied in here. Don't threaten us with a good brawl from time to time.
No. And you're not going to pay me off either. Like, I'm not one, as a Republican here, I shouldn't be one for free money, too. So you're not going to come pay me to think something that I don't think. So that would be me, too.
All right, we got Chris Hammer filling in for Matt Baer today. Jump in the YouTube chat and have some fun with us. Matt Baer, I know the roads are a little less crowded today. A lot of folks have the day off, but what are we looking at right now?
We're off to a good start, Bubba. Looking at southbound 6570. Yeah, stop and go because of that work zone. Washington Street to the south split and the northbound side slow from Raymond into the south split. All that because of the widening of I-65 on the south side. Speaking of, eastbound 465 slow after 31 Meridian over to I-65. Again, that's on the south side. Crash south side, Shelbyville Road at Emerson Avenue. Traffic sponsored by Super Sure. Do you own a small business? You need to hear this. A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get Super Sure. Not kind of sure, not pretty sure, but Super Sure coming soon. I'm Matt Baer. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
61. How about that? 61 right now at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. Coming up next, an update on the Red, White, and Bowl charity event we've got going on, the Powerball, and why department stores are turning into Las Vegas. I will explain what I mean next.
Tickets are on sale right now for Trump 1 year later. The highs, the lows, how we win the midterms. Happening at the Hyatt Regency, downtown Indianapolis. The bourbon will flow. The food will be fantastic. We're going to go over Trump's past year and how we use that to win the midterms. It's going to be informing, entertaining, and very, very funny. I promise. Join us, Trump 1 year later. Brought to you by Premier Arms, PA Jewelers, Defiance Beef, Chimney Solutions, and WIBC. Get your tickets at WIBC.com.
It started off as a drip, so Washington ignored the problem for decades. Then suddenly the pipe burst, and illegal immigrants poured into our country across our southern border. But no more. Thanks to President Donald Trump and Congressman Jim Baird, the pipe has been fixed for good. In Congress, Baird worked to pass legislation that, according to the House Homeland Security Committee Majority Office, provides funding for the removal of millions of criminal illegal aliens across the country, allows for the completion of President Trump's border wall, authorizes the hiring of thousands of new ICE personnel, Customs and Border Protection officers, and Border Patrol agents, and stops the flow of deadly fentanyl into Indiana. To learn more about how President Trump and Congressman Jim Baird are solving America's immigration crisis and keeping our communities safe, call Congressman Baird's office at 317-563-5567 or visit baird.house.gov.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
The Indianapolis real estate market is strong but not easy. Now is a good time to sell only if you hire a real estate team that knows how to aggressively market your home, like Mark Dietel Realty. Perhaps you're worried you need costly repairs or upgrades to sell your home. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. Listen to what Michael in Speedway had to say about working with Mark Dietel. I loved my Speedway home, and I raised my family there, but it was time to sell and downsize. I met with the Mark Dietel team, and they explained their amazing marketing plan, and I was convinced. Just like the Speedway, things moved fast from there. After just 3 days on the market, I accepted an offer for $11,000 over asking price. Call the local Indianapolis agent I trust and recommend, and the agent who guarantees your home sold or he'll buy it. Call Mark Dietel at 317-755-4232 for all the details, or go online to markdietel.com. That's Mark, Dietel.com.
This is James with Price Point Comfort Heating and Cooling. Out working during the holidays, I always love getting to customers' houses. They're baking, getting the free cookies or the cakes or things you're going to take home with you. Sometimes you're either helping somebody on Christmas Day, and it becomes a benefit. My wife's like, "Oh, you had to work today," and I don't tell her about the case of cookies I got in the truck that I got while I was at Mrs. Jones's house. So we're here if you need us. You're part of our family.
Price Point Comfort Heating and Cooling is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $150 into something bigger when you bet on money line, spread, totals, player props.
$150 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Indiana. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Got any gadgets? Get online protection. NordVPN has a ho-ho holiday deal just for you. Get up to 77% off plus 3 extra months. According to PC Mag, this VPN service is rated as outstanding. A single NordVPN account secures up to 10 devices. You can share online protection with your loved ones. NordVPN's Threat Protection Pro feature helps you block malware, avoid phishing, and stop annoying digital trackers. NordVPN scans the dark web and checks if your sensitive credentials haven't gotten into the wrong hands. This cybersecurity tool also encrypts your browsing. You can enjoy the internet with more peace of mind. Just a few taps and you're safer online. Let your gadgets sparkle with online security. Go to NordVPN.com and get up to 77% off plus 3 extra months. NordVPN.
WIBC cares, and if you or someone you care about needs food assistance, we have resources for you, including food distribution locations with an interactive map. Also, learn how you can make a difference for friends and neighbors in need, all at WIBC.com.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
What up? This is Dr. Dre. The party's going on. Thank God it's Friday.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Oh, man. We're having some fun this afternoon. I'm Jason Hammer. Chris Hammer.
How's it going?
My oldest filling in for Big Nige today. Again, I haven't even said why Nige is out, but the YouTube chat has already declared that he's out with a taint rash. Taint rash. Thank you, Dr. Russ Nordberg. That's on Twitter, actually. Twitter. On the YouTube chat, by the way, Chris, we got Libertarian Dragon, LFG, Hammer and Hammer. We've got Chris Hammer for mayor comments already. There's no way you would ever run in Marion County.
What do you think has a better chance? Me getting elected mayor of Indianapolis or the Colts actually making the playoffs this year?
The Colts have a 2% chance of making the playoffs. You've got a 0% chance as a Republican in Marion County.
Right.
Like, you're in the minority on a college campus, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on. But, hey, real quick reminder, tickets for the Red, White, and Bowl presented by Jack Daniels, our annual charity bowling event that we do at Woodland Bowl, where we combine Beer Sample Friday with Jack Daniels. Jack Sample Friday, January 16th. Now, I haven't gotten an update since Christmas, but the last day we were here, I believe it was the 23rd, we were told there were 14 tickets left. Now, that was on the 23rd. It might be sold out by now. I have no idea. But if there are any tickets left, go to WIBC.com. Get yours right now. It's a fun event, and the money we raise helps Hoosier veterans. So if you got some money for Christmas, maybe somebody hooked you up with some cash or a gift card. I don't know. Maybe get yourself some tickets to Red, White, and Bowl. It's worth your money. 3 hours of bowling, a pizza buffet. We're giving away prizes, and it benefits Hoosier veterans in need. January 16th, it's a Friday. Get your tickets right now at WIBC.com. And Chris, in the 2 years that we've had this event, the first year, Nigel's buddies, I think it's like his neighbor and a group of elite bowlers.
I believe so, yes.
They won the tournament.
They did.
Because there's two different things going on. There's like competitive bowlers that are trying to win, and then there's the people that just want to have shots and beers and pizza with Nige and I. Like, I happen to fall into that category. But last year, you, as a former college bowler, you won this thing, and you beat those guys.
We did. We finally took home the W last year. It brought the... Rightfully so, brought the trophy to the Hammer household there.
So this year, you have got a lane again.
We do.
You're defending the championship.
We are.
What's your message to Nigel's neighbors, Nigel's friends, who have been talking a lot of smack about winning it back?
Oh, just that we're coming for you. I feel like LeBron before the Olympics last year. I'm assembling an elite team, and we're coming for you right here. I'm reaching out to all my all-star friends I bowled with in high school and college, and we're putting together the dream team of bowlers right now. So we will definitely be coming for that title this year.
Shots are fired. Buy your tickets right now at WIBC.com. Again, something for everybody there. Nigel and I go lane to lane, and, well, let's be honest, we probably have a drink with everybody lane to lane and eat the pizza buffet. We give away prizes. We're on the microphone. There's contests. And then there's competitive bowling going on, too. Last night, somebody won the $1.8 billion Powerball jackpot. A winner was announced. Now, I think Christmas Eve was the drawing at just before 11 o'clock. But the winner was not announced until Christmas, the 25th. So this is truly a Christmas miracle. Somebody in Arkansas. Now, the winner has not been identified yet. And there's a law in the state of Arkansas. They don't have to identify themselves for up to 3 years, I believe. It's like some sort of law to protect their privacy. So we might not know who it is if they choose to keep it silent.
I would definitely take advantage of that. I don't want all my friends hitting me up every single day. Hey, can you send me $1,000 every single day if they knew I won the $1 billion lottery?
Oh, I'd let everybody know.
Oh, would you?
I would let everybody know. And if you thought I was a jag-off now, just wait until I have $1.8 billion.
That's true. I respect that.
But somebody in Arkansas won. One person. The cash option, probably around $800 million.
Still a lot of money right there. Life-changing money right there.
Generational wealth.
Right.
If you do it right. Now, again, we don't know who it is, but could you imagine what it would be like if Bill Clinton won that money?
Oh, God.
If Bill Clinton in Arkansas won $1.8 billion, could you imagine the shenanigans he would get into?
I mean, his house would have to be just the party of the century that night right there.
Right?
All kinds of substances, all kinds of people.
Hold on. I'm being told we've got a special guest.
Oh, do we?
Joining us here on the program. Ladies and gentlemen, talking about the Powerball winner in Arkansas, AI Bill Clinton.
Uh-oh. Guess who won the Powerball? Daddy has got some money in his pocket and some Viagra in his system.
Yeah.
Is Epstein's Island still open?
Oh,
and do me a favor. Don't tell my evil bitch of a wife. She kills people. She killed Epstein. Anyway, bring on the hookers and blow. Bring me all the thick interns and bring on the French fries. Slick Willie is about to be in heat. Hey, Clinton, out.
Quote, Slick Willie is about to be in heat.
I feel like he used that in the White House back in the day when a certain Monica walked in.
I feel like that was a campaign theme. It's the Hammer and Nigel show.
Rush on over to Andy Moore Ford during the year-end sales event. Save over $13,000 off MSRP on a new Ford F-150 Super Crew. If you prefer to lease, get a new 2026 Ford Escape for under $300 a month. Or go bigger with a new Explorer for just $439 a month. Both for 39 months. That's year-end sales at Andy Moore Ford. You can even buy your vehicle 100% online, and Andy Moore will deliver it right to you. And get more before it's gone. Routine maintenance plans are available to keep things simple and convenient. Andy Moore Ford, 2713 East Main Street in Plainfield, or online at andymoreford.com. Includes $13,241 dealer discount. Additional available offers include $1,500 rebate and $1,000 F-150 loyalty. Must qualify. Lease for $299, $439 per month. 10,500 miles per year. 25 cents per mile over. $3,500 to its signing. $0 security deposit. Tax, title, license fee, and $251.05 dock fee excluded. Available to qualified customers with approved credit. See dealer for full offer details. Expires December 31st, 2025.
He's Donald Trump's #1 enemy in Congress, Chicago politician Dick Durbin. Now, Durbin has a new scheme. He's doing the dirty work to benefit corporate megastores. Durbin's bill could cut corners on your credit card security, putting your personal data at risk. Big chain retailers and warehouse stores want to inflate their profits, and liberal Dick Durbin would help them do it. Tell senators, say no to the megastores and Dick Durbin. Paid for by the Electronic Payments Coalition.
Hear that? That's Mike. He took ZQL Ultra, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZQL Ultra helps Mike fall asleep fast, stay asleep longer, and get the deeply restorative sleep he needs, so he can wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Ultra. Not for colds, just for sleep. Really great sleep. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What two countries joined each other for? It's cloudy and 63 degrees at our Radio 1 studios. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 3:32. President Trump says the U.S. teamed up with Nigeria for a series of Christmas night airstrikes targeting ISIS strongholds in the north following reports of attacks on Christians in the area. Southern California is bracing for even more rain today as a deadly winter storm continues to drench the region. The area should finally see some sun tomorrow, but administrators say the weather has already led to at least 3 people killed. Indiana's warm weekend sounds nice, but here's a catch. Ryan Hedrick reports.
Forecasters say rain and gusty winds will roll in Sunday just before temperatures tumble, making for a messy slide back into winter come Monday.
We're going to go from readings in the 60s ahead of it to the 20s by Monday morning with gusty westerly winds. You're going to have wind chills that are probably down in the single digits by daybreak on Monday.
Forecaster Mike Ryan at the National Weather Service says any leftover moisture could freeze, so crews may have a hard time keeping up. As you head out Monday, make sure you give yourself extra time. Ryan Hedrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
College football today. The 9-3 New Mexico Lobos play the 7-5 Minnesota Golden Gophers today in Phoenix. The kickoff is set for 4:30. And you may have just heard a ticket sold in Arkansas matched the winning numbers on Christmas Eve for Powerball's $1.8 billion jackpot.
Not only will this benefit the state in tax revenue, but Murphy USA is an Arkansas company based in El Dorado, headquartered in El Dorado. And so that's just a full circle moment on how much a benefit the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery is to our state.
And that's Executive Director of the Office of the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery, Sharon Strong. You've got traffic and weather coming up in 1 minute. WIBC News Time is now 3:34.
You know exactly why you need to remodel that kitchen of yours. The space, it's outdated. You can't move around like you used to. It doesn't work like it needs to. You want to entertain and you want to improve your quality of life. This can happen, just not with the kitchen you have. You need to call Booher Remodeling, BOOHER, BooherRemodeling.com. They can take that old kitchen that's deteriorating and broken down and turn it into something that works for you and your family. Their 5-step design process from start to finish, the consultation, the preliminary design, the design development, getting all the documents together, and then getting it done. The best materials, the most skilled craftsmen in Central Indiana. Booher Remodeling will guide you through the entire process, starting with the free initial consultation, and they stand behind their work with a 2-year workmanship guarantee. Create that new kitchen. Design experts can use an existing layout or begin completely from scratch. Talk to Booher Remodeling today. BOOHER, BooherRemodeling.com. That's BooherRemodeling.com.
With your WIBC traffic at 3:35, here's Matt Bear.
All right, Jake, on the east side, eastbound 465, stop and go after 31-265. South side, northbound 65, a little bit slow before Raymond. Southbound 65-70, stop and go traffic. Michigan Street to the south split, that is a construction zone. A crash in Greenwood. This is going to be northbound 65 heading towards Whiteland Road on the exit ramp. The ramp is open. It's partially blocked. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Thank you, Matt. And the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center with Stephen Deanna.
Cloudy with patchy fog potential tonight, lows down in the low 40s, and then showers return by Saturday night and carry through Sunday at times, but we will be having near record high temperatures on Sunday with highs in the mid 60s. Can't rule out isolated strong severe storms late Sunday with damaging wind the main concern. Showers and storm potential continues into Sunday night with potential for a switch over to some snow late. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel, on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Arguments.
Arguments! 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 Woo!
Oh, it's Friday, baby. Turn the radio up. Let's pump some testosterone at you. It's the Hammer and Nigel show. I'm Jason Hammer. Nigel's out. Chris Hammer is in. And the man that coined the phrase, barguments. He loved it so much he bought the company, Dan Levy. My man, how are you?
Good Christmas post day to all of you. Hello.
So how was your Christmas, Hanukkah, Festivus, and all the crap you celebrate, Dan?
It was jolly to the ninth degree with all the potato pancakes I could have.
So if I understand this correctly, you are of the Jewish faith, but your wife is not. So how does this work?
I get the best of both worlds, my friend.
There you go.
I get to light the candles and watch and eat all the sugar cookies I can handle at the same time. It's awesome.
That's awesome. You don't say no to anything. That's fantastic. All right.
It's an all-you-can-eat buffet, and I'm the single server.
What is our topic for tonight?
The argument would be the best song that is out there with the best intro that's at least 30 seconds long, if not more.
So a song that comes on and it's got such an iconic lead up or intro of at least 30 seconds. That's the topic. All right, get us rocking and rolling here, Dan.
All right, if I'm going to get the one started, mine wins bar none, and it is Scorpions' Rock You Like a Hurricane.
Oh, turn it up a little bit. Here we go.
Solid one right there.
Defend your argument, Dan.
You don't need to defend the argument. Listen to that. From the guitar all the way to the way the beat starts to kick in. It plays at every sporting event, and that song is iconic. And it's one of the few songs that has never gotten old. You never said, oh, my God, I've listened to that song too many times. I can't hear it again. It is good every time you listen to it.
When I think about, like, awesome intros, I ask myself this question. If I were to walk into a room, would I want that song playing? Like, if I'm coming out of a bullpen, like Ricky Vaughn almost, would I want that song playing? And, damn it, that's a perfect one there.
That one instantly makes me want to go to the gym and watch other people lift weights.
That's going to be tough to beat. That's going to be real tough to beat. If you're on the YouTube chat right now, jump in. Let us know what your choice is. Again, best song that has a ramp or a lead up of at least 30 seconds. Kurt, who's filling in for Allison, the floor is yours.
Listen, I don't know if I could top that. I didn't even think of that. But I chose this song based strictly on the things it makes me feel. And it takes me back to good times. And that is Baba O'Reilly.
Okay.
This is such a beautiful song.
Uh-huh.
And it makes me want to go back to the summer, to concerts, to having fun. Now, us young gentlemen like myself and Chris understand that feeling.
Okay, shots fired at the old balls guys here in the room. All right.
Getting older, but maybe this will help you too. Remember things.
So The Who. Now, I wouldn't have been mad if you also would have said Won't Be Fooled Again, because that's another great 30-plus second lead-up song.
Didn't the Colts used to use that as their intro song?
Yeah, the Colts used to run out to that, yeah.
Phelan had some good suggestions, too. We're going to have to get with engineer Phelan, and he'll tell you he had some good ones, too, for you.
Dan, your thoughts on Kurt's pick of Baba O'Reilly?
I mean, it's a decent song. And that's a song that you gotta almost have to be in the mood to hear that song. Because you're like, all right, I guess it's on. I'll jam out to it. But I still think Scorpion, that thing comes on. You're turning every channel for that one.
I was hoping it was like 10 degrees outside, because then I would have been like, oh, it makes me feel like summer, but it's 61 in Indianapolis right now. So you do what you can.
All right. I'll go ahead and take the keys here. I'll drive us for this one. And I don't think this really needs any explanation. Kurt, hit it.
Oh, yeah.
Metallica's Enter Sandman.
That one is awesome.
As I said earlier, when I walk into a room, or if I'm a relief pitcher coming out of the bullpen, I want to have a song that people can get behind. And for so long, this was the greatest relief pitcher of all time's entrance, Mariano Rivera.
If you were a baseball player in the 2000s and you heard this song, the game's over. You don't even need to take your at-bat. The game is over.
Chris, my question to you. When you hear this, Do you think of Virginia Tech coming out for a football game or Mariano Rivera coming out of the bullpen?
Oh, that is a very tough one right there, because I firmly do believe that the Virginia Tech football entrance is the best one in college football. You could tell me others have more tradition, but in terms of getting me most amped up for a football game, I even say Virginia Tech's intro is better than some NFL ones. So that is a tough one right there, but I got to give it to Rivera. I mean, Hall of Famer. There's no song that if you played baseball, especially at Major League Baseball in the 2000s, you heard that song, fear, instant fear. The game was over. Everybody could go home.
Dan, your thoughts on Enter Sandman?
Enter Sandman is a song when I used to do morning radio, and I would be driving in Chicago at 3 in the morning with the windows down and that song blasting all the way up. Driving 90 miles an hour was a really good way to wake up if you're looking at those early morning hours. That's a good one.
And by the way,
I still big Scorpion over it, but I think of Mariano Rivera. But whenever I see that the college football one, they're all jumping up and down. I'm like, wow, that is a massive feeling right there.
And by the way, happy 62nd birthday to Metallica drummer Lars Ulrich today. You can celebrate by downloading his music illegally because he loves that. All right. Chris Hammer, who's in for Nige, give me yours.
All right. Great suggestions by both of you guys. But if we're talking about lead-ins to a song, none better than Guns N' Roses' Welcome to the Jungle right here.
Oh, here we go.
So good.
Just the intro of this song right here. I mean, the crescendo and the way it just hits when it comes in. If I'm coming out of the bullpen or I'm making my WWE entrance, this is the song that I want blaring at volume 10 with fireworks and pyrotechnics coming out behind me. One of the greatest intros to a song ever made.
And you could make a case that there are other Guns N' Roses songs that could fall into that category. Sweet Child of Mine and Paradise City, both of them.
Yes, great song. Guns N' Roses overall just hype songs. If you want to get hyped up or you want to hype yourself up for an event, put some Guns N' Roses on because they've got some bangers in that department.
So I feel like we got some good ones here, Dan. Can I walk you through some honorable mentions that some folks in the YouTube chat have selected?
I would love to hear what else they can bring.
Kid Rock, when he first kind of came on the scene with Ball with the Ball.
If you go down to YouTube Vortex and watch Woodstock 99, that's a pretty awesome intro.
Right? Like, just when he gives you that Kid Rock, and then boom, it drops. That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Some older ones here, right? Because we've been kind of going more 80s, even some early 90s here. I think this may be not only the greatest intro, one of the greatest intros, but great guitar riffs of all time, Smoke on the Water.
That is a really good one.
It's a solid one.
And this goes on for a while, right? So it's well over 30 seconds, so it falls into the category. Yeah. But when you hear this guitar riff, you know exactly what song's coming on, right?
Oh, yeah.
Pretty solid.
That is a really good one. That's iconic.
And Dan, I got one more.
How long was the intro for Eye of the Tiger? Because that one would be right there, too.
Oh, that's
a solid option right there.
That's another good one. And we're just coming off the anniversary of where Rocky Balboa ended the Cold War by defeating Ivan Drago in Russia on Christmas, right? We got time for one more here, Dan. Your thoughts on this of the greatest lead-ins of all time?
Oh, AC/DC, that's a whole collection of itself.
Right? Now, Chris, you and I saw AC/DC this past year in Nashville. You saw Thunderstruck live.
I did.
Do the guys still have it?
Oh, yes, they definitely still have it. Every song they had, they were bringing the energy, and they still sound like AC/DC because, sometimes with these older bands, they're older and they doesn't sound, but no, they hold up. They stand the test of time, easy for me to say. But yes, definitely, if you have an opportunity to go see AC/DC, go see them.
War Pigs is being suggested on the YouTube chat as well. If somebody wants to take part in more Barguments, like these are the type of questions that happen all the time with the Barguments podcast and social media network here, where can they go, Dan?
You can always just download it simply anywhere that you get your podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, all the good stuff. You can watch it on YouTube, and if you want to do daily Barguments, jump on the Facebook group, Barguments, the podcast, and there are a lot of Barguments going on multiple hours of the day. A lot of good ones funneling through that one. It's always a good time.
Hell yeah, man. I love the Barguments Facebook page. I'm in the mix on that thing all the time.
Yeah, it's a good one.
there was a question that was up there recently. What arcade game did you spend the most money playing growing up? Now,
I'm pretty sure I was not able to go to college because I spent all of it on NBA Jam.
That's awesome. My man, thank you so much for taking time to join us here on this little holiday deal. We're off next Friday, so I look forward to having more Barguments with you in 2026.
The pleasure's all on this side of 2025. Thanks for having me. Can't wait to do it again next year.
It's the Hammer and Nigel Show. Oh, yeah, baby.
Wild animals are killed each year illegally. Poaching is a major threat to our country's wildlife. I'm Tom Barry. I'm an actor with a desire to preserve living space for wildlife. The Humane Society Wildlife Land Trust does just that. Works with private landowners to protect wildlife, to preserve natural habitats. To learn more or to work with the Humane Society Wildlife Land Trust, call 800-729-SAVE. That's 800-729-SAVE, or visit wildlifelandtrust.org. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Dustin, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. I know finding a dream engagement ring can be overwhelming, but don't worry, we got you. As director of diamond sourcing, it's my job to make sure every single diamond at Shane Company is truly the best of the best. Our team travels the world to see diamonds up close, in person. We handpick each one for its unique fire, brilliance, and scintillation. Diamond buying is an art. Of course, we look at cut, color, clarity, and carat, known as the 4 C's, but that's not all. We also look at how each diamond looks on a hand, where it will be worn, how it makes you feel, and if it's worthy of a Shane Company customer. That type of expertise only comes from working for a company that's been a family business since 1929. We also think about your budget. We only pick the best in each grade in all shapes and sizes. Your diamond is guaranteed to be the most beautiful because a friend wants you to pick from only the best. Drop by your store or shaneco.com and see for yourself. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Hammer here from my friends at Premier Weight Loss Indy. Now, I've talked about this a lot. This isn't any big secret. I lost 50 pounds on my own. I was a big fat SOB, man. I was like 275 pounds. That was at my heaviest point. I lost 50 pounds on my own. It was hard, but I did it. But then I hit a plateau. And I couldn't lose anymore, no matter what I did, no matter what I tried, no matter how much water I drank, how much cardio and stuff I did. Could not lose any more weight. So I reached out for help. And this is where Premier Weight Loss came in. Premier Weight Loss customized a plan specifically for me, knowing what my goals were. And since then, it's been awesome. Since I partnered with Premier Weight Loss, I lost 11.5 pounds in 1 month. And I know what you're thinking. Did you starve yourself? No, that's not part of the plan. I'm not giving up steak. I'm not giving up having a few beers with my buddies. I'm not doing any of that stuff. But with Premier Weight Loss, the cravings are gone. I don't want to eat after 8 o'clock. I don't have that sweet tooth anymore. And they put me on an exercise plan that makes sense. And now the weight is falling off again. And I'm so grateful. So if 2026 is the year that you want to take care of yourself, I'm telling you firsthand, the best in the business is Premier Weight Loss. It is so worth it. Your health is worth it. PWLND.com. Log on, check it out. They got 2 different locations in Indy. PWLND.com. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Are you ready to build your custom dream home? Joiner Homes is ready to make your dream come true. Over 18 years, Joiner Homes, based out of Greenfield, have built hundreds of homes in central Indiana, and the best place to start is joinerhomes.com. That's where you'll find pricing, photos of completed Joiner homes to inspire you, available home sites, and info on where you can visit their model homes, and a lot more. Be sure to check out Joiner Homes' 5-star Google reviews. Get started today at joinerhomes.com.
If you or someone you know needs help putting food on the table, that help is closer than you think. WIBC Cares
cares. We've partnered with local food banks and organizations to provide resources for those who need them. Just go to WIBC.com and look for the banner that says Find Free Food Near You. You'll find a link to Community Compass, an up-to-date interactive map that shows locations, days, and times for you to collect food at no cost, as well as other resources to help you through this challenging time. Find community help now at WIBC.com.
Hey, what's up? It's Hammer here. How would you like to declutter the house, but also not do anything? If that sounds like you, because it sounds like me, I have got some folks for you. Rubbish Works. Rubbish Works. Full service junk removal. Declutter the house around the holidays. Get rid of those old boxes, old appliances, old furniture. Rubbish Works. They will show up and you simply point at what needs to go and they do the rest. They'll recycle, they'll donate when possible. All you have to do is set up a time for them to come out. 317-207-2749 or visit rubbishworks.com. That's rubbishworks.com. Full service junk removal. Use the promo code HAMMER, my last name, and you'll save $25 on your clean out. Let Rubbish Works declutter your house.
Heat and cool places where ductwork won't fit using Mitsubishi electric ductless mini splits. You can even wrap them to match your decor.
Find out more at absolutecomfort.org.
Join us every Friday right around 5:50 for Beer Sample Friday.
Brought to you by Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus, home of free delivery within 75 miles of their store.
Experience Trump 1 year later with Tony Katz on January 24th at 6 p.m. Enjoy thought-provoking discussion, tasty hors d'oeuvres, and a chance to mingle with others. Thanks to our sponsor, PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse. More info at WIBC.com.
We got Beer Sample Friday coming up a little bit later on, but we've also got some Alabama jokes coming up right after Matt Bear's traffic.
All right, Hammer. Looking down at Whiteland, crash on the entrance ramp from Whiteland Road to northbound 65. The ramp is open. It is partially blocked. Southbound 6570. Stop and go traffic from Washington Street to the south split because of construction. Crash on the west side, Washington at Lyndhurst. Crash north side, Grandview Drive at Fox Hill Drive. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
It's December 26th, and it's 60 degrees at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. I'm Jason Hammer. Chris Hammer is filling in for Big Nige today, and what we've been doing when we've been on the air is getting you ready for the big IU-Alabama Rose Bowl game coming up on January 1st by doing some good old-fashioned Alabama jokes. I promised you guys we would bring the heat, and that's what we're doing. At least 2 jokes a day. So let's get it started here. Kurt, get ready. Get ready, Kurt. In Alabama, the sex talk you hear when you're coming of age usually includes your parents uttering the phrase, "At least keep it in the family." Hi-oh! So, Chris Hammer, you're in for Nige today. Do you have an Alabama joke?
Oh, as a Tennessee fan, I always have an Alabama joke ready to go. I'll raise you this one. What's considered a balanced diet for a man from Tuscaloosa? A beer in each hand and a cousin on your crotch.
Hey! Let's go! There it is, your back-to-back dose of Alabama jokes here on the Hammer and Nigel show. Again, right now, Indiana, anywhere from a 6-point to a 6.5-point favorite against the Crimson Tide in that Rose Bowl game. Looking forward to it, man. Countdown is on. All right, do not go anywhere. When we come back, Jimmy Kimmel, just the worst. And would you like to hear from a lunatic? We've got amazing audio. Come back.
Experience the wonder of happy Honda days at Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Lease a 2025 Accord SE for $317 a month and 0 down, or finance as low as 3.99% APR. Prefer an SUV? Lease a 2025 Pilot Sport all-wheel drive for $489 a month with 0 down, or financing as low as 4.49% APR. Don't miss happy Honda days at Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Tax not included with approved credit through Honda Financial. In-stock new Hondas only, not combinable with other offers. $10K a year, all fees and first payment due at signing. Offer ends January 1st, 2026. See dealer for details.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on a team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Indiana. T&Cs apply.
Of all the times to buy a new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. $9,000 off a new Lincoln Corsair, $9,000 off a new Lincoln Nautilus, or $9,000 off a new Lincoln Aviator. Your choice of any of these great luxury cars, $9,000 off. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
Corsair stock number L25277, MSRP 5220. Nautilus stock number L25270, MSRP 57235. Aviator stock number L25246, MSRP 65165. See dealer for complete offer details.
Continue the excitement of the holidays and unwrap a night of family fun with the blue and gold.
Pacers running with Shepard into the lane, up and under with the left hand, no, but trailing the play, crashing down the middle of the lane and laying it in is Isaiah Jackson.
Friday night, enjoy a great evening of basketball when the Pacers collide with the Celtics.
Neymar drives to his right, gets to the wing, bounce pass off the pick and roll, where Siakam picks it up and drives in for two.
Get your tickets at Pacers.com/tickets. Pacers Celtics, Friday at 7.
The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tamara and Nigel to 46220 or visit indianaunclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
If you stopped paying your financial advisor, would they still be your friend? A different look at retirement planning with Greg Ayler. Sunday mornings at 7 on WIBC.
Heat and cool your man cave, attic, garage, or bonus room without adding ductwork with Mitsubishi Electric ductless mini splits.
To find out more, just go to absolutecomfort.org.
Looking for something new? Try fencing, the Olympic and Paralympic sport that mixes speed, strategy, and fun. It's like chess meets cardio. Quick feet, quick decisions, and a satisfying beat when you score a point. Kids, teens, and adults can start anytime. No experience needed, and many clubs have loaner gear. Coaches teach fundamentals and safety from day one. Find a beginner class near you at usafencing.org/tryfencing. That's usafencing.org/tryfencing.
If your end of summer plans don't include a trip to Macy's, then you're missing out because our Labor Day sale has huge savings to wrap up the season in style. Like dresses from Karl Lagerfeld and INC, 100 and under. Plus, just what you need for fall. Like Levi's for your whole crew, 30 to 40% off. It's also the best time to update your home with our lowest prices of the season on furniture, mattresses, and more. Hurry in. Macy's Labor Day sale is going on now. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Attention, Indiana homeowners. Are you tired of avoiding your wet basement? Hi, I'm Mike Smith with Swanco Crawl Space and Basement Repair, your real, local, Indiana family-owned experts. Imagine all the possibilities of a guaranteed dry basement, a cozy new family room, a home gym, or even a new office. And with no interest, no payment financing, you don't have to break the bank to do it. Make the most of your basement today. Call Swanco 317-407-1868 or swancollc.com.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recycler Studios, you'll hear how social media posts have led to criminal charges for a couple, a crash on Christmas Day in Noblesville that police have been looking into, and what the weather will offer across the state in the coming days. Those stories and more next after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC. WIBC HD1 Indianapolis on this Friday afternoon. It's 4 o'clock.
Treacherous travel ahead. I'm Tom Graham, Fox News. It could be the nightmare after Christmas for millions traveling this holiday season. A powerful snowstorm targeting several states in the Northeast. Brad Rudolph is with the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation.
We're using all hands on deck, all state crews, all of our contractor crews. So really in the Southeast Pennsylvania part, we got about 400 or so trucks ready to go as soon as those flakes fall.
Forecasters say this could be one of the biggest snowfalls to hit this part of the Northeast in several years. Winter weather could snarl air travel nationwide. In the West, Mother Nature drenching Southern California, causing flooding, mudslides, road closures. Fox's Christina Coleman is in L.A.
Some neighborhoods around the city of Los Angeles received upwards of 7 inches of rain over the last 3 days. Now, while all flash flood warnings have been canceled, there's still some advisories and watches in effect for parts of L.A. and Ventura counties. Governor Gavin Newsom proclaimed a state of emergency for 6 counties statewide, including LA, Orange, and San Bernardino counties, due to the series of atmospheric rivers that hit this area. The heaviest of the rainfall is over for this winter storm, but rock slides, mudslides, and debris flows remain a concern due to all the saturated soil in this region. Many locations in both LA and Santa Barbara saw their wettest Christmas Eve on record.
Earlier this week, flash flooding inundated parts of Northern California. President Trump's immigration crackdown comes to Ohio. It's being called Operation Buckeye. Deputy ICE Director Madison Sheehan telling Fox News.
We've been able to go after these people that have been in this country illegally. They've taken advantage of the system here in Ohio, and we're putting a stop to that, allowing us to go after the worst of the worst who have been embedded themselves in these communities.
Many Democrats are speaking out against the crackdown, calling it heavy-handed, saying immigration agents are making some communities feel unsafe. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
The parents of a Kentucky State University student face charges in Vanderburgh County. It's cloudy and 62 degrees in downtown Indianapolis. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 4:02. Yesterday, Dejon Fox and Chardonnay Cleveland threatened Jacob Bard on social media. Bard shot and killed their son earlier this month. Police say Fox wrote, "You'll feel the same hurt I feel," while Cleveland said, "Might drive to Evansville today and see some voice lords." Both have since been released on bond. A grand jury also decided not to indict Bard, whose attorneys say the shooting was self-defense. Bard has since been released as well. Noblesville police looked into a crash on I-69 on Christmas Day. Just before 5 o'clock that afternoon, officers say a pickup truck crashed into a guardrail and rolled over. Patricia Laredo, a passenger, was taken to a hospital in bad shape. And then police say the driver, Cesar Cruz Santiago, wasn't hurt, but he was under the influence, and he now faces several charges. He faces felony charges, that is. Warmer weather this weekend, but winter makes a comeback early next week.
We're going to go from readings in the 60s ahead of it to the 20s by Monday morning with gusty westerly winds. You're going to have wind chills that are probably down in the single digits by daybreak on Mondays.
Mike Ryan with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis says wind and rain on Sunday could make your morning commute tricky with slick roads that could freeze, so just be sure you drive carefully. Average gas price in Indiana today is nearly $2.70 a gallon, says AAA, and one principal thought she was hosting a standard assembly, but she ended up being the guest of honor. Here's Jonette Cruz.
New Palestine Elementary Principal Kaylee Fosno thought she was hosting a surprise for the governor, and instead the tables were turned when she was announced as Indiana's newest Milken Educator Award winner, receiving $25,000 in cash.
What is happening? Oh my goodness. And just so proud of my school. Like, this is such a special place. I have the best educators in the entire world with the best students, and we are blessed to call this place home. So it's awesome to be able to celebrate it today.
Fosno is one of only 30 educators nationwide to receive the award this season. Unlike most professional honors, educators cannot apply for the Milken Award. They're scouted secretly by a blue ribbon panel.
Time is 4:04. Traffic and weather next.
When you have a fire emergency, you need a restoration company you can trust to put everything back together. Pat Sullivan here for the Michaelis Corporation. I know. I've relied on Michaelis after a fire at my home. I'm here with the owner, Richard Michaelis. Richard, what makes Michaelis the right call if you have a fire?
Michaelis is local and family owned. We are your neighbors, 39 years of experience, and we'll respond 24/7, 365. The Michaelis Corporation is IICRC certified. We will restore your home or business to pre-loss condition or better.
I've lived it. Michaelis was on the scene at my home before the firefighters had even rolled up their hoses. They asked me about calling a restoration company. I told them I had Michaelis. They told me Michaelis was the real deal. You help with insurance too?
Yes, we'll work through the insurance process to give you peace of mind.
Water, storms, fire, and mold. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. Text or call 844-FIXED-INDY. Make it Michaelis.
Traffic at 4:05. Matt Bear, what you got?
Jake, I'm looking at southbound 6570 slow Washington Street to the south split because of construction. Northbound 65 slow off Raymond to the south split at a crash. in Whiteland on the entrance ramp from Whiteland Road to northbound 65. That ramp is open. It's partially blocked. Traffic sponsored by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's once-a-year sale and clearance is here. Their sleep experts will help you find your dream bed from a quality selection. They make sleep easy. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And your American Standard Heating Weather Center forecast.
Cloudy with patchy fog potential tonight. Lows down in the low 40s. Saturday cooler, but still well above normal for this time of the year, with highs in the mid 50s under mainly cloudy skies. And then showers return by Saturday night and carry through Sunday at times, but we will be having near record high temperatures on Sunday with highs in the mid 60s. Can't rule out isolated strong severe storms late Sunday with damaging wind the main concern. Showers and storm potential continues into Sunday night with potential for a switch over to some snow late. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos? So let's rock!
Raise your hand if you think Jimmy Kimmel pees sitting down. Anybody? I see all hands raised in the studio. I'm looking back in the newsroom. I see them back there. Okay. Just want to make sure we're all on the same page. It's the Hammer and Nigel show. I'm Jason Hammer. Chris Hammer is filling
How's
in
it going?
for Big Nige today. And Jimmy Kimmel, low ratings, but still got a contract extension somehow from ABC, posted a video on British television directed to the British audience, basically just crapping all over the United States. Now, keep in mind, he bought ads and posted this video on British television, probably because he's got a better chance of somebody actually watching him over there than here. But the whole purpose was to crap all over the United States. Now, Chris, I want you to react to this here in just a moment because there's a lot to unpack. But let's hear from Jimmy Kimmel.
I honestly have no idea what's going on over there. I do know what's going on over here, though. And I can tell you that from a fascism perspective, this has been a really great year. Tyranny is booming over here. You may have read in your colorful newspapers, my country's president would like to shut me up because I don't adore him in the way he likes to be adored. The American government made a threat against me and the company I work for, and all of a sudden we're off the air. And because so many people spoke out, we came back. Our show came back stronger than ever. We won, the president lost, and now I'm back on the air every night. We are not bright. We're Americans. No one knows better than you. We're always just a little bit late to the game. But do we come through in the end? Maybe. Give us about 3 years, please. Thank you for your patience, and thank you for Spider-Man. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays.
So that was the ad, if you will, that Jimmy Kimmel put on British television, Chris.
All right, so there's a lot to unpack here right now. So he's claiming that it's been a great year for fascism. So let me run ads in Britain where they're actively censoring free speech over there. So that makes plenty of sense in Jimmy Kimmel world, right?
You could have just stopped at running ads, but yes.
Right. If this country is so fascist, wouldn't they want to shut you up at all costs? But we let you buy ads and run them around the world, apparently. But that's fascist, apparently, right?
And he got a contract extension.
Despite his horrible ratings, yeah. He got how? I mean, you look at the world of sports or any profession. If you don't perform, you don't get a contract extension. But this guy gets one?
And he wasn't kicked off the air because he had disagreements with Donald Trump. No. He was kicked off the air because he blatantly lied that the murderer of Charlie Kirk was a part of MAGA.
He did.
And everybody knew it was the opposite. It was a lunatic that grew up in a conservative family that was the black sheep. And Jimmy Kimmel knew that and lied blatantly about it. That's why he was kicked off the air.
And now he's running ads in England, Britain, because he knows those people over there probably don't know that story much. It's not, their country. So he's going to try to cover it up over there and act like they can do whatever he want over there, pretty much. He's going to run ads in Britain and be like, oh, America sucks. They're fascist. They kicked me off because I didn't like Donald Trump, which is just blatantly not true whatsoever at all.
This is another example of somebody using a word that they don't know what it means. And I know what I'm talking about here because I work with Nigel. And Nigel does this all the time. And you guys send me messages all the time. It's cute when he tries, but at least Nigel has a good heart. Like there's a decent guy behind the message that he's butchering. Jimmy Kimmel is the worst. If you hate America so much, then try to make it better.
Right.
You've got access to a late night television program. Now, Greg Gutfeld has proved late night isn't dead.
Right.
They just want the truth and they want to be entertained. People like Colbert and Jimmy Kimmel gave up trying to entertain their audiences a long time ago. They chose to be activists. They want to be invited to all the butt sniffer parties and the balls and these fundraisers. Colbert wants to go to the cookouts with Chuck Schumer where there's no real fire in the grill. And Jimmy Kimmel wants to hang out with the Obamas. They don't care about the audience anymore, and that's why their numbers are hemorrhaging, and people like Greg Gutfeld are succeeding.
When I watch late night TV, I want to see some funny programming. I want to see some funny jokes, because that's what late night TV should be. I don't want to get lectured by somebody about how I'm racist or horrible just because of where I live. And I was just thinking about this when, we were prepping for this story. Man, late night TV used to be so good, especially when you were growing up. Now we got these goobers out here to do this every single night.
You're 21 years old. How much late night TV do you even consume?
I mean, Gutfeld on occasion, but that's about it. And he's on at like 10, which is an hour before all the other late night TV shows.
And you're like the oldest 21-year-old in the world. You're like a 50-year-old man in a 21-year-old's
Just
body.
look at my music playlist that I have. Yes,
Right.
I do not fit the mold.
Any of your friends watch, whether it's Kimmel or Colbert or Jimmy Fallon or any of these shows?
The only one that they somewhat know, and just because it's, still on and used to be good, was Saturday Night Live, if you consider that late night. But that's the only one that they really know. But of the other ones, no. Nobody knows them.
Chris Hammer filling in for Big Nige. Here in Indy and around a lot of places in the country, homicides are down. Now, we say this all the time. You're not supposed to set a record every year, so maybe pump the brakes on throwing the ticker take parade. You're not supposed to set a record every year. And I'm also going to throw two words at you. Death investigations. Whether you're Indy, whether you're in Philly, whether you're in Chicago, LA, it doesn't matter. There are ways you can doctor the books and keep homicides down. I've got a lot of friends in law enforcement, and they tell me the two words that keep the numbers somewhat respectable are death investigations. They will show up at a scene where somebody who has clearly been shot multiple times and maybe even hacked in half, it's clearly been a homicide, but because the police can't find the suspect or the murder weapon right away, it's become a death investigation. Maybe the guy hacked himself in half. Maybe the guy shot himself 3 times in the head. We don't know it was a homicide. We're going to put it in the category of death investigation. And that's how a lot of these cities cook the books. It's the oldest trick in the book. Everybody does it. But you can't get too carried away with it. And this brings us to Washington, D.C. Would you like to hear from a lunatic, Chris?
Oh, Nigel came back?
No. This is somebody actually just insane. It's the outgoing chief of police in Washington, D.C. The chief had to resign because they were doctoring the crime numbers so much it was over the top. Listen to her final speech before she stepped down. Take a listen.
Never would I compromise my integrity. Never would I compromise 28 years in law enforcement for a few folk who couldn't stand to be held accountable. And if I had to do it all over again, I'd do it again. So I'm going to the Bible when I say this to my haters. F you.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas from the outgoing chief of police in Washington, D.C. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm a pastor, but I don't believe I remember the scripture F you in any of my readings, Chris.
And I don't claim to be the hugest Bible thumper around, but I don't think associating the Bible with swear words is necessarily a great idea either.
You did thump somebody with a Bible when you were a kid once.
Yeah, that's much different circumstances, but...
What was that story?
So, it was Vacation Bible School, where you send your kids when I was real little. And there's this one guy, and he was just picking on this little girl, and I had enough of it. So I grabbed a Bible and quite literally whacked him across the head with it.
The power of Christ compels you.
And he didn't pick on the little girl after that, so I say that's a job well done.
And we did not yell at you for that because I thought your heart was in the right place.
And I still say it was, and I will defend that every single day.
According to a new survey, the washing machine tops a list of the most confusing appliances to use.
Really?
So, Chris, you're a new homeowner, if you will.
Yeah.
Your grandmother passed away, willed you and your brother a house, which was an amazing gift. So you live in that house. You've got appliances. What's the most confusing one?
I mean, they're not all really confusing if you just look at the button you push. It says what they do. But I guess if I had to choose, there's a lot of buttons on the dishwasher that I don't use. You only use 10% of the buttons on there. So I guess I'd say that just because there's a bunch of stuff that you don't even use on there. But
okay, dishwasher came in at number 3 on this list.
Right.
Of the survey, the most confusing appliances, washing machine 1, microwave was 2nd, followed by the dishwasher, the oven, and then the freezer.
The freezer.
The freezer comes in at number 5.
You just plug it in and put your food in it. What is confusing about that? That's all you do.
You plug it in, you open the door, you close the door. Who has their mind blown by that?
And I'm looking at this list of something else that I thought was interesting. So a washing machine's at number 1, right?
Yes.
Number 6 is the dryer. Those are the same thing. If you can figure out a washing machine, you know how to run a dryer then. So why are these two so far apart from each other?
The freezer is apparently way more complicated to use than the dryer. According to this list.
Jesus.
Now, before we hit a break with Matt Baer, because he's got to look at the roads here, great moments in washing machine history. There was some hillbilly that brought his banjo into the laundry room, loaded up the washing machine, and played a kick-ass cover of Eastbound and Down from Smokey and the Bandit. That's the washing machine going in the background.
We gonna do what they say can be done. We got a long way to go, and it's short time to get there. I'm eastbound, just watch a bandit run.
Oh, that's awesome. Love it. Love it. Matt Baer, next week, as we get ready to head into a new year, maybe one more time before the year ends, we can do some Smokey and the Bandit traffic.
Yeah, man, I'll put that in my back pocket.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear
All
that
right.
song. I got a little, eastbound and down. Southbound 6570, stop and go. Washington Street to the south split, and northbound 65 slows Raymond Street into the south split. In Greenwood, Whiteland, Johnson County, crash on the entrance ramp from Whiteland Road to northbound 65. The ramp is open. It's partially blocked. And in Noblesville, northbound 69, it stops at Campus Parkway up to Cynthia Ann Road. Traffic sponsored by Super Sure. Do you own a small business? You need to hear this. A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get Super Sure, not kind of sure, not pretty sure, but Super Sure coming soon. I'm Matt Baer. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
60 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. And speaking of 60, we need 60 more people to go to the WIBC YouTube stream and give us a thumbs up, give us a like. That would hit 100. So if you think Jimmy Kimmel pees sitting down, if you think the people that can't comprehend how a freezer works should not be allowed to vote, go to the WIBC YouTube page. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up. It's a beer sample Friday. We need 60 more like-minded people. Let's go. Is this anything next?
It started off as a drip, so Washington ignored the problem for decades. Then suddenly the pipe burst. Then illegal immigrants poured into our country across our southern border. But no more. Thanks to President Donald Trump and Congressman Jim Baird, the pipe has been fixed for good. In Congress, Baird worked to pass legislation that, according to the House Homeland Security Committee Majority Office, provides funding for the removal of millions of criminal illegal aliens across the country, allows for the completion of President Trump's border wall, authorizes the hiring of thousands of new ICE personnel, Customs and Border Protection officers, and Border Patrol agents, and stops the flow of deadly fentanyl into Indiana. To learn more about how President Trump and Congressman Jim Baird are solving America's immigration crisis and keeping our communities safe, call Congressman Baird's office at 317-563-5567 or visit baird.house.gov.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Hammer here, and if you didn't get what you want for Christmas, now is the time to go get what you want. And I'm talking about some gift cards to the Hughes Culinary Restaurants, St. Elmo Steakhouse, Harry and Izzy's, the HC Tavern and Kitchen, 1933 Lounge, the best gift cards on the market. Take care of yourself. Buy those gift cards today at HughesCulinary.com. I'm telling you, the best of the best. Get those gift cards, HughesCulinary.com.
If your end of summer plans don't include a trip to Macy's, then you're missing out because our Labor Day sale has huge savings to wrap up the season in style. Like dresses from Karl Lagerfeld and INC, 100 and under. Plus, just what you need for fall, like Levi's for your whole crew, 30 to 40% off. It's also the best time to update your home with our lowest prices of the season on furniture, mattresses, and more. Hurry in. Macy's Labor Day sale is going on now. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Hi, this is Richard Stevenson with Stevenson Heating and Cooling, wishing you happy holidays. As a veteran-owned company, we know how important family is and want to say thank you for your continued support and business. We are always here for your heating and cooling needs, 317-557-8532. From our family to yours, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Stevenson Heating and Cooling is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Looking for a cozy spot to relax, work, or grab your coffee to go? LC Coffee House in Noblesville, Indiana has you covered. Try our indulgent affogato, a sweet blend of espresso and ice cream. Or sample our coffee flights to discover your perfect brew. In a rush, our drive-thru is ready to serve you fast and fresh. Need a space to collaborate? We offer meeting rooms perfect for co-working. Whether you're grabbing a quick drink or spending the day with us, LC Coffee House is the place to be.
Yeah, so I've had experience with weight loss medication before, but it was compounded semaglutide. That is not what Premier Weight Loss uses, and I have had no nausea. I'm losing weight, and I feel great. And not just physically. I'm talking mentally as well. I feel good about myself. Hey, with Premier Weight Loss, it's a totally different experience than I've had with other weight loss providers. Their offices are professional and relaxing. You deal one-on-one with a specialist that will tailor a unique and specific plan for your weight loss journey.
Since I've been working with Premier Weight Loss, I've lost over 11 pounds in 1 month. I'm still drinking beer. I'm still eating steak, but the cravings for all the nonsensical other things, gone. I feel better. They've came up with a plan specifically for me. These guys are legit. I've seen it. I'm walking living proof. PWLindy.com. That's PWLindy.com. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Hear that? That's Mike. He took ZQL Pure Z's, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZQL Pure Z's are fast-acting melatonin gummies with a complementary botanical blend to help Mike get the sleep he needs to wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Pure Z's, just for sleep. Really great sleep. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
Hammer and Nigel presents
It depends upon what the meaning of the word is.
Is this anything?
All right, let's rock and roll.
Is This Anything? Brought to you by Indiana Unclaimed, a program presented by the Attorney General's Office. Here in Indiana, the Attorney General's Office reunites Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every single week. Fast, easy, free to search. See if you've got some money out there. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. All right, Chris Hammer is filling in for Nige. I'm going to run a couple stories by you. You tell me what you think, Chris.
All right.
Green Bay Packers quarterback Jordan Love going viral for how cheap he is. He spent apparently under $5,000 to buy all of his Green Bay Packer teammates, offensive linemen, like some Nike Dunk sneakers for Christmas. Now, last summer, Jordan Love signed a $220 million contract with more than $160 million guaranteed. And he only spent a total of $5,000 to take care of his offensive linemen. Is this anything?
Yes, this is something, but I want to know some more information here because I know it may seem like he's being cheap here, but I wonder, like, are all the offensive linemen sneakerheads? Is this what they wanted? Like, if they wanted this, then it would be a good gift. But if he just did it because he thought it'd be cheap, then that's just Jordan Love being cheap. And I believe Jordan Love also has an endorsement deal with Nike, which means he probably got a heavy discount on all these shoes right there too.
Which that doesn't help his argument for being cheap.
That's what I'm saying. I need to know some more context here. Like, if he just did this,
I'll give you some context here. All right, here's what other quarterbacks around the league this year, not in the past, but this year have done for their offensive linemen. Aaron Rodgers bought the Steelers linemen a bunch of these off-roaders. Can-Am Mavericks side-by-sides. They were racing them all around the parking lot. Jared Goff of the Lions bought his linemen customized and souped-up golf carts. Josh Allen of the Bills, he bought all of his linemen these big freezers loaded with a quarter-pound of cow and premium steaks, and he also got these big, huge grills and smokers for each lineman. Patrick Mahomes got all of his guys Rolex watches, e-bikes for workouts, and a gift card for a vacation, complete with sunglasses and suitcases. Meanwhile, you've got the Packers quarterback who just signed a massive deal, bought him a pair of shoes.
Yeah, he's not beating the cheap allegations here whatsoever at all, especially for the guys that are protecting you up front. These are the guys that are responsible for making sure you don't get hit every single play. So, and I'm looking at this right here. It even looks like he got outspent by running back Josh Jacobs on his team. The running back spent more money on their offensive lineman than the quarterback.
Yeah, Jacobs bought 100,000 diamond chains to every single one of his offensive linemen for helping him have a great season. And your star quarterback, who, again, just signed a $220 million deal, got him a pair of shoes.
If this is not what the offensive lineman wanted, then we may be, quote-unquote, missing some blocking assignments next week for Jordan Love.
All right, we got time for one more here. Let's keep it in the NFL. Lions wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown went on his podcast, and he wasn't the only one. I think the offensive tackle, Penei Sewell, said the same thing. They're very upset that they had to play on Christmas because they also had to play a football game on Thanksgiving.
Oh.
Here is St. Brown on his podcast.
How do I feel about playing on Christmas Day and we had Thanksgiving? I'm not a fan. We got the two biggest holidays, I feel like, in the United States. We played on both of them. And I don't have kids yet. Like, if I had kids, I'd be even more pissed. Like, you can't really spend it with your family. Get to see your kids open gifts. I feel like that's something that a lot of parents, love to see and can't wait for. So I don't even like it. I'm not even a father yet. So I can't imagine what, dads on our teams are feeling like.
Is that anything?
Yeah, this is something because I knew they played on Christmas, but I totally forgot to put the connection together that, they're the Lions, so they also played on Thanksgiving this year, right, too. So I can see why he thinks this is a strain, but at the same time, you're getting paid millions and millions of dollars to do this. Like, even as, if I was a kid, you may be mad in the moment, but when you grow up, you understand that your dad's playing for the Lions, making millions of dollars. That kid will understand.
He signed a 4-year contract worth $120 million,
right.
$77 million guaranteed.
And also,
if you're smart, that's generational wealth for your family.
Right. And also, are you not bringing your kids and family to the game? He said that they're not spending time with them. Are they not coming to the game with you to watch? They'll be in the stadium watching you play football. I would assume so.
And listen, why can't you just tell the family, we'll open gifts when I get back?
Right.
Santa's still going to come down the chimney. Mm-hmm. You're still going to have gifts from us, but can we wait to open these up until I get back? Because I get paid $120 million to play a football
or especially
game.
if they have a home game, which I don't think they did. But if they did have a home game, then you could just do your Christmas Eve the night before.
Right. The Minnesota players could do it that night, but the Lions still had to travel, and I get all that. But I don't think it's asking too much to say.
Especially knowing NFL travel, they'll be back the next day. They probably left that night after the game, too.
Right. You're flying private, and they got back in the middle of the night. Do it the next day. Do it the next morning. I don't think it's asking too much.
I don't think that is either.
It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
Hi, this is Chris Cox, owner of Chimney Solutions Indiana. We're celebrating our 10th year in business. Call this month to take advantage of 10% off all chimney sweeps and inspections. We're also celebrating the opening of our new fireplace showroom on 86th Street and Lafayette Road. Come and experience our exclusive lines of wood-burning and gas fireplaces.
Call 317-757-6979 or chimneyindy.com.
The cold weather has made it to Indiana, and you've noticed that your HVAC system can't keep up. But which way should you go? What system do you need? What size do you need? What's going to work for you and your family? You need Masters Heating and Cooling. If you're tired of HVAC and plumbing companies with confusing offers, Masters keeps it simple. Get a full second opinion from one of their Master Comfort Advisors completely free, so you can make your next home decision with confidence and peace of mind. That's a free second opinion, along with fantastic opportunities to get a perfect HVAC system tailored for you and your home. How about 0% financing for up to 60 months with a qualified system, or $1,000 off a full system replacement? Talk to Masters Heating and Cooling to get all the details. Call Masters Heating and Cooling today. 317-881-9074. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-881-9074. Masters Heating and Cooling. 881-9074 or online at mastersindy.com. That's mastersindy.com.
If your end of summer plans don't include a trip to Macy's, then you're missing out, because our Labor Day sale has huge savings to wrap up the season in style, like dresses from Karl Lagerfeld and INC, 100 and under, plus just what you need for fall, like Levi's for your whole crew, 30 to 40% off. It's also the best time to update your home with our lowest prices of the season on furniture, mattresses, and more. Hurry in. Macy's Labor Day sale is going on now. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
A new lawsuit claims the state is unfairly canceling commercial driver's licenses. It's 61 in downtown Indianapolis and cloudy. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 4:33. That's what around 20,000 undocumented immigrants in California are about to lose. The lawsuit says this is over a technical error regarding expiration dates.
That decision was a response to pressure from the Trump administration after a series of deadly accidents, including one in Florida, where a driver in the U.S. illegally made a U-turn on a turnpike and caused a crash that killed 3. The transportation secretary says the trucking industry and individual states have to crack down.
These are rules that are set up to make sure our roads are safe. And so if you can't speak English, if you haven't gone through the proper training courses, you shouldn't be behind the wheel of a big rig.
Organizations representing some of the affected have now filed a class action lawsuit.
And that's Fox's Jonathan Hunt reporting. The lawsuit says these drivers deserve better and California must do better. Tennessee is launching the nation's first public registry for repeat domestic violence offenders on New Year's Day. The new law is named after Robinson County Deputy Savannah Puckett, who was killed by her ex-boyfriend in 2022, and is designed to help people spot red flags early. Indiana will enjoy a brief warm-up this weekend before winter conditions return early next week.
And then we have rain becoming widespread on Sunday ahead of a cold front that's going to approach the area. Ahead of that, we're going to see much warmer air kick north. We may actually be near record highs on Sunday.
Mike Ryan with the National Weather Service says after a cold front moves through, temperatures fall fast, dropping into the 20s by Monday morning with wind chills in the single digits. A Powerball player from Arkansas won an estimated $1.8 billion jackpot after matching all 6 numbers on Christmas Eve. That's the second largest in U.S. lottery history. And a second New Year's Eve ball drop is set in New York City to usher in 2026. It'll be held in Times Square at 12:04 a.m. With your WIBC closing bell report, the Dow lost 20 points to 48,710. The S&P 500 dropped by just 2 points to 6929. And the NASDAQ also went down by 20 points to 23,593. You've got traffic and weather coming up in 1 minute. It's 4:35.
Greetings from R&R Agency, your Indiana health insurance pros, and a sincere thank you to our loyal customers for helping us to another record year. We recently saved a 62-year-old retiring couple over $800 monthly when compared to their COBRA offerings. We recently saved a family of 4 over $400 monthly when compared to their $7,500 deductible program on the ACA, and that's still Obamacare. We recently saved a small 4-man manufacturing company over $1,000 monthly and gave them better coverage. We feature coverages guaranteed to age 65, low out-of-pocket expenses, the largest networks in the country, and you can sign up anytime. If you are retiring early, self-employed, or need coverage for your small group, call us at 317-563-0868 or go to rragency.org. If you don't call us, we can't help you. What do you got to lose? Call us 317-563-0868 or go to rragency.org. As always, God bless America, common sense government, and peace too strict.
Traffic at 4:36. What are you watching, Matt Bear?
Right now, Jake, Harding Street shut down between Morris and Oliver Avenue. That's because of a rolled vehicle. Injury and entrapment. Please avoid again. Harding, right around Oliver Avenue. Crash north side, 86th Street at Keystone Crossing. East side, northbound 465 slows after East 56th Street up to I-69. Downtown construction, southbound 6570 slow after Washington into the south split. Northbound 65 slow after Raymond into the south split. It's been a lot worse. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
Thank you, Matt. And here's the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
We're in for a cloudy Friday night with patchy fog potential with lows in the low 40s. Saturday, cooler yet well above normal for this time of the year with highs in the mid-50s under mainly cloudy skies, and then some showers return by Saturday night. I'm Wish TV Star Trek 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel. On the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
All right, that's enough. Can't learn to shut up, can you?
The Hammer and Nigel Show, 93 WIBC.
It's the Hammer and Nigel Show. I'm Jason Hammer. Big Nige is out. Chris Hammer is filling in.
How's it going?
And sliding in here the way Chris Collinsworth does on Sunday Night Football with the slide in as Matt Bear. How are you, my friend?
I am fantastic. I hope everybody had an excellent Christmas. Technical glitches.
Oh, yeah. It's been a well-oiled machine here, Matt. Go ahead and talk just so I make sure we've got you on the air here.
Check 1, 2.
Hey,
1, 2, 3,
there
4.
we
Okay.
go. There we go.
Okay.
We're number one in America. Did you know that? We've been named number one in America, this program. We don't know what works, what doesn't work. We're flying by the seat of our pants over here.
Boom. Sometimes you're on, sometimes you're not.
How was your Christmas, man?
It was It was one of the best Christmases in recent memory, and thank you for asking. It was total kick-ass. I went to my sister. She made this big spread. It was the first time I had lobster tail and lobster rolls. And she heated up the lobster rolls from Red Lobster.
She wasn't the one that stole the Costco van, was she? Did you see that story?
No.
There was a Costco van that was heading to Indiana loaded with lobster, and somebody hijacked it. Like mafia dudes hijacked it.
I called it meal prep.
Hey, with the price of groceries, I don't blame them.
Yeah.
I really don't blame them.
Right.
Those Red Lobster rolls hit awfully nice when they're expensive, I'm going to say. But she did great. I got to see my niece. It's kind of cool because my niece is still at that age where she's afraid of dudes, but she's really taken to me. So that's a good feeling, man. That's a really good feeling. And I'm going to buy so much crap for this kid just because I've never had a chance to do it. And I am trying to, you said slide in. I'm trying to slide in to be number one Uncle Matt right now.
Oh, there we go,
I want the
man.
title, baby. I want all the attention. So
I love it.
after
I love it. Just so you know, we're probably going to spend 2 segments here, okay?
Sure.
Just want to prepare you for that. Now, before we get into some fun stuff here and some pertinent stuff, things to go along with your podcast, road updates. Anything we should be concerned with? I know traffic hasn't been too bad. Most people still using some vacation time here, but now through the end of the year and even long term, what are we looking at?
We're looking at fog first off. We had a whole lot of that this morning. So watch out for the fog, especially with the temperatures warm. It was really bad this morning. The construction project I'm getting questions about right now is the one up on the northeast side with 465 and 69. That's where they have the speed cameras that take pictures of your license plates and then send you tickets. Just like, woo, okay, $175. It's on the northeast side, and coming up this winter, they should be finishing the southbound 65 ramp to southbound 465. So that's one of them. The rest of it.
You say sometime this winter.
Sometime this winter, yeah.
That's kind of a vague term.
It is, and this update that we're looking at, we really expected a lot of this to be done by the end of this year, and for whatever reason or not, it's being a little bit delayed because now I'm hearing about these two big ramps like eastbound 465 to Allisonville Road and the one on East 56th Street and northbound 465. Those ramps are not going to be done until the spring, and I know that's frustrating for a lot of people, especially the ones that are asking me right now. This is all that Clear Path project up on the northeast side. Some of this stuff will be done in the summer as well, so we are still looking at, I would say, another 8 or 9 months for everything to be finished up there on the northeast side.
Chris and I were driving in today, and again, Illinois Street still closed because of government-funded hotel. Do we have any sort of timeline on that? Because it's going up quick. Like, all the resources in the city have been pushed to get government-funded hotel done. I mean, they're making amazing progress considering it took like 3 to 4 years to get the little bit of the monument improvements done.
Yeah.
This hotel is going up like a rocket ship, but how much longer? Do we know?
Late spring is what I'm guessing right now, and that's an estimated guess just by usual commercial construction projects. And I know this is a city construction project, but it's not like a street with DPW. So I'm saying that street should be open sometime in the spring, the whole thing done, hopefully, by this summer coming up, because it is a pain in the butt, trying to, I mean, that's one of the main arteries into downtown Indianapolis from the south side. And it's to have that shut down, it puts everybody on Meridian, it puts them on West, Missouri, and everybody. Anytime there's a closure, all the traffic has to go somewhere, which is what we're experiencing trying to get into downtown from the south side right now. It's not fun, no.
And imagine being one of those business owners there. Like, I don't know the Tom's Watch Bar people. I don't know if they're cool or not, but I kind of feel bad for them because you open up this business, you take a chance on Indianapolis, you find a spot that's not cheap right there on Illinois Street, and then, oh, by the way, they're going to close your main road for the first 2 years of your opening.
I think it's a great point. It's something I've thought about in just a little bit different of a way, in that if I'm relocating to downtown Indianapolis, I will know something about business and know a lot of this construction should be done here by the time I open my business. But man, that construction's a turnoff. When you look at your major monuments, like Monument Circle, which is finally finished, by the way, on that south end. It's finally done. And you look at the canal.
Honestly, I think our public shaming helped it.
I don't know. Maybe
I really do.
Got people out there. It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, you guys were really great about, we want our monument back. And when you take these major things out of the equation, like the American Legion Mall and the beautiful war memorial they have there, and they take the summer and they tear up the steps. I understand there has to be the renovation, there has to be the fixing, but if I'm somebody looking to relocate in the downtown Indianapolis area, I'm looking at all at once. I've been like, man, this is a lot going on. I mean,
and there's so much happening at the same time.
Yes.
When we say we look like Detroit, this is what we're talking about, because Detroit has high crime, bad streets, and everywhere you go, orange barrels in construction. And that's what we've become. Like, it just seems like everything is happening at once. Like, I went to the Colts game on Monday, and walking to Lucas Oil Stadium, it's challenging because everything is closed. And if you're somebody from out of town, and there's a lot of 49er fans here, it looks like such ass. You're walking around barrels. You're going under bridges with fences. It just looks embarrassing.
You got to walk through barricades and you got to fall down sinkholes. That's pretty much what's happening here. And the thing that I fear, I'm excited about it, but I fear it at the same time. I really equate downtown's decline with the decline of Circle Center Mall. I think they go hand in hand. And they are ready to they're going to be tearing up that area something fierce here.
That's another thing that's coming soon.
Yeah,
yes.
They're going to be knocking things down. There's going to be demolition. There's going to be construction, building, rebuilding, whatever you want to call it. And that is going to be a really tough spot for the next few years. Glorious when it's done. As far as, the pictures I've rendered, but, they've said the same thing about the market, and they can't find any funding there. Glorious when it's done, but it's just, again, another thing. Like you said, another thing we're going to have to contend with, and that might keep somebody away from our beautiful downtown, and I don't want that. I love downtown.
All right, I want to take a break here, and when we come back, I want to see if you're one of these dudes that's into dry January. Because you're the guy that hosts the podcast supporting sobriety. You put yourself out there. You wear your heart on your sleeve. Everybody knows your story. I want to see if you're like one of these insufferable people like Nigel that always tells me, I'm doing dry January. Abdul's another one. And then I see him with a cocktail walking around here. So can we talk about that when you come back?
For the people that are creating social media accounts just to say I'm doing dry January. Absolutely, yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
Matt Baer, the traffic beast, is with us. He's coming right back. It's the Hammer and Nigel Show.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Hammer and Nigel to 46220. That's Hammer and Nigel to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
Hey, Mr. C, it's me. Well, I just picked up the ring. I actually went to Hellsberg. Thanks for that recommendation. Kate's gonna love that hers is from the same jeweler you got Mrs. C's ring from. They were so helpful throughout the whole process. They even knew your family by name, and the ring looks great. Anyways, I just couldn't wait to let you guys know. Call me back and wish me luck.
Hellsberg, designed with care and craft since 1915. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
This Christmas, get a bonus AI Essentials course when you enroll in any My Computer Career IT program by the end of the year. That's a $3,900 value. Attend classes online or on campus. Enjoy lifetime job placement support and IT certifications in high demand. Go to mycomputercareer.edu today and take the free career evaluation. That's mycomputercareer.edu, an elite CompTIA certification partner. Conditions apply to AI offer and financial aid is available to those who qualify, including the GI Bill.
Hi, I'm Scott Wilson from Wilson Farm Market. This holiday season, we've got everything you need to make your celebrations easy and delicious. From our wide selection of jams, jellies, and sauces to fresh produce, holiday cookies, fresh bread, and ham pies, we've got all the flavors of the season. Plus, don't forget school pizzas, chicken pot pies, and our selection of frozen meats perfect for your holiday feasts. Stop by Wilson Farm Market and let us help you make your holidays fresh, local, and full of cheer. From my family to yours, happy holidays.
Marcus Morris here with Family Heating and Air. As we're reaching colder weather, you may find yourself in need of furnace service. At Family, we specialize in solutions to extend your furnace life. Call the Fix-It team from Family. You can easily reach us at familyhvac.net. From our family to yours, have a happy holiday.
Family Heating and Air is your trusted local independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Groceries, gas, just about everything you can buy comes with a tax on it. No matter what, the government's always there to take their cut of your cash. Your money belongs to you. That's why Congressman Jim Baird joined with President Donald Trump to pass historic legislation to ensure you keep more of your hard-earned cash. According to the White House, Congressman Baird's vote means Americans will receive a tax cut, saving over $10,000 every year. They'll get no taxes on tips for workers, and families will receive permanent increases to child tax credits and expanded child care access. That means bigger paychecks, a stronger economy, and more prosperity across our nation. To learn more about how President Trump and Congressman Jim Baird are saving American families money and putting money in your wallet, call Congressman Baird's office at 317-563-5567 or visit baird.house.gov.
paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Need to sell your home without the hassle? Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME. Simple Quarters, sponsor of Fill Up in the News with Tony Katz.
Strike up some fun with Hammer and Nigel. Their annual bowling event, Red, White, and Bowl, hits Woodland Bowl Friday, January 16th. Meet the hosts, bowl for charity, and enjoy a great night presented by Jack Daniels. Details at WIBC.com.
Matt Bear, what's going on with these roads?
All right, now we're looking at northbound 65 on the south side. That's slow from Raymond Street into the south split. And southbound 65-70 loaded up because of road construction from Washington Street to the south split. On the east side, northbound 465 slows from East 56th Street up to I-69. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
It's 60 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. In addition to being the best traffic reporter in the city of Indianapolis, Matt Bear hosts an amazing podcast along with Ryan Hedrick from our newsroom. It's called Supporting Sobriety. And it's not just for those who are struggling themselves, it's for the support system, those who love those people. Now, holidays can be tough. We talked about this last week. Holidays are really challenging for those who are recovering. But now we get into a thing called dry January, where it seems like everybody wants to go to their social media and tell you, I'm doing dry January. Clap for me. Give me cookies. Aren't I important? Like, Nigel cracks me up with this because he doesn't abide by it. Like 3 days in, dry January becomes dry-ish January. Abdul's another one. Oh, I'm doing dry January. Oh, then he goes back there and smokes a bunch of weed and eats edibles. So, like, these people crack me up a little bit. I'm curious as to your thoughts.
My thoughts are this: if you're going to do dry January, do it. And commit to it, and commit to the 31 days, and you can learn a lot about yourself. I never had as a recovering alcoholic with the Supporting Sobriety podcast and recovering addict as well, I'd never, ever considered doing a dry January. That was just not a thing, but I respect it. And the fact that people are going to say, all right, I'm going to take these 31 days here, and try to make myself a little bit better, and I think that's cool. But when you, like you said, you get 3, 6, 7 days
if their heart's into it, though, I don't think they're
you're-
trying to make themselves better. I think they want the likes on Facebook.
And I see it, Hammer, and I confess, I think the same thing a lot of times. And it's kind of like somebody saying, when I first got sober, and, me being like, hey, yeah, I'm sober. Look at me. It feels like kind of the same thing to me. Make the commitment. If you say you're doing dry January and you go through the whole 31 days, you can look back at it and be like, okay, did I have a fear of missing out? Did I feel like I was missing a party? I stayed home New Year's Eve. I was with the kids or, maybe just by myself, whatever it might be, but I wasn't drinking. Do I feel like I missed something? Do I feel like I'm missing something when I don't drink on the weekends? You can answer those questions just by going sober for 31 days and not drinking. I think that's pretty cool. I mean, make some notes. Am I sleeping better? Do I feel physically better? Maybe I dropped 5 pounds. There are a lot of things going on, which is if you make the commitment, man, go all the way through. Just try it out and see if it works. And I'm not saying anybody should. I'm not saying you should or you shouldn't. It's just, it's a way to make yourself just a little bit better. So if you want to try it out, go get it, man. But just try it out and do it. Do the thing.
Got about 2 minutes left here. I heard you and Chris Hammer, who's filling in for Nige today, talking during the commercial break. And I thought this was fascinating because he's 21. And you looked at him and said, man, if I were 21 again. And I feel like this could be a big conversation here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm 21. All my friends are similar age. And, something I just want to ask you, like, your early 20s and honestly, even your late teen years, that's the period of your life where everyone's like, you're young, have fun, enjoy life. But do you notice any, like, red flags in younger people like that for these people that don't know when the party should end?
Yeah, I do. And for me, it was always just in my mind, that's the way I am. I come from, my culture was drinking, my whole culture. And I always said when I was out doing goofy things and just feeling horrible the next day about it, whatever I said to people, whatever I messaged, whatever else, that's just the way you are. This is how God made you. And, it's how the disease of addiction kind of seeps in and says, yeah, you're doing fine. Don't worry about it. But as I understand, you have a double major, Chris?
I do, at UND, yes.
That blows my mind. I had a double major. That's because I changed majors, and I had a double major again because I changed it 4 times when I was in college. When I was 21, I was getting thrown out of college because of my alcoholism, my drug use. That's what was happening to me at Purdue University. So, again, you can go out, enjoy your youth and party and have fun, but do it responsibly like you're doing it. You know, your friends crash at your house on New Year's Eve. That's super cool, man. If you're leaving, you're in an Uber.
Yes.
You're in somebody's back seat.
Anytime we have a function on like a holiday, they all commit to stay over. They know they're not driving home. And, we bring out the air mattresses. We do what we need, and they do not drive home.
No excuse for anybody to drive drunk these days.
No, there's not.
No, there's not. And that sounds like a really good party to me that young people should do. Good Lord. I just died a little bit inside when you said that. When you're 21, yes, you go, you party, but you make the good decisions that I didn't make. So to answer your question, a red flag was how irresponsible I was while I was drinking. And the other red flag is, and you can see this when people are young, is their inability to shut it off, which I have never had in my life.
Supporting sobriety. Download the podcast. Subscribe to the podcast anywhere you get podcasts. Matt, God bless you.
Chris, good hanging out with you. Kurt, always great to see you. Love you, Hammer. Take care, guys.
Xfinity is the network you can rely on. Like a close friend who will give it to you straight. The friend who will tell you that new haircut, it's not great. Friends make sure friends get good haircuts. And Xfinity makes sure you get a good deal on Wi-Fi. Xfinity gives you reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi at our best price. This holiday season through January 4th, get gig speed Wi-Fi for just $50 a month for 5 whole years. No strings, no commitments. Just super fast, reliable gig speed Wi-Fi with our best equipment and unlimited data included. Save yourself from questionable decisions and save over Verizon and AT&T. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and auto pay with stored bank account. Taxes and fees extra. Xfinity Internet powered by fiber and connected to premises by coaxial cable. Actual speeds vary.
Hi, I'm Dallas, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. You know she loves her Shane Company engagement ring, but you also want to surprise her for her birthday, anniversary, or just because she deserves it. Why not get her a bigger diamond with our easy trade-up program? We'll give you the full credit of your original natural diamond purchase toward a new one. Her new diamond only has to be $1 more. You only pay the difference. How's that for an easy trade-up? Visit us in-store or at shaneco.com. Because a friend wants you to win the gifting game. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
He's Donald Trump's #1 enemy in Congress, Chicago politician Dick Durbin. Now, Durbin has a new scheme. He's doing the dirty work to benefit corporate megastores. Durbin's bill could cut corners on your credit card security, putting your personal data at risk. Big chain retailers and warehouse stores want to inflate their profits, and liberal Dick Durbin would help them do it. Tell senators, say no to the megastores and Dick Durbin. Paid for by the Electronic Payments
Lose
Coalition.
weight or stop smoking with hypnosis, guaranteed or your money back. Only $59.99. Destroy unwanted cravings, late night eating binges, boredom eating, stress eating. Also destroy your desire to smoke without cravings, irritability, or weight gain, or your money back. Hypnosis, January 29th at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Noblesville. Weight loss at 5:30 p.m., stop smoking at 8. And January 31st at the Holiday Inn Indianapolis Airport. Weight loss 11 a.m., stop smoking at 2. Register at markpatrickseminars.com.
Looking for something new? Try fencing, the Olympic and Paralympic sport that mixes speed, strategy, and fun. It's like chess meets cardio. Quick feet, quick decisions, and a satisfying beat when you score a point. Kids, teens, and adults can start anytime. No experience needed, and many clubs have loaner gear. Coaches teach fundamentals and safety from day one. Find a beginner class near you at usafencing.org/tryfencing. That's usafencing.org/tryfencing.
Of all the times to buy a new Lincoln, right now is the very best time at Tom Roush Lincoln. $9,000 off a new Lincoln Corsair, $9,000 off a new Lincoln Nautilus, or $9,000 off a new Lincoln Aviator. Your choice of any of these great luxury cars, $9,000 off. So come get that new Lincoln from Tom Roush Lincoln, where our family's been serving yours for over 53 years.
Corsair stock number L25277, MSRP 5220. Nautilus stock number L25270, MSRP 57235. Aviator stock number L25246, MSRP 65165. See dealer for complete offer details.
Coming up in 2 minutes from the Technology Recycler Studios. If you remember a shooting from December 9th, you'll hear updates about this from this week. Why Indianapolis police arrested a man on Christmas Eve, and you'll hear updates from the Indianapolis Colts head coach about Sunday's game. Those stories next after Fox News. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis. It's 5 o'clock.
It's not just the Christians. I'm Carmen Roberts, Fox News. Nigeria's government rejects President Trump's claim about genocide of Christians and says that ISIS terrorists are also killing many Muslims.
President Trump threatening to kill many more terrorists if the murders there continue. The president announcing the strike on Christmas night, saying in part, quote, the United States launched a powerful and deadly strike against ISIS terrorist scum in northwest Nigeria, who have been targeting and viciously killing primarily innocent Christians at levels not seen for many years and even centuries. A military official tells The Times the operation was done in coordination with the Nigerian military. The deadly strikes come after a surge of attacks on Christians and Christian institutions in Nigeria. President Trump has previously lashed out on the country's government for having done nothing to stop the killings, even threatening to cut off aid.
Fox's Madison Scarpino reporting. A child custody exchange near Charlotte, North Carolina turns into a shootout with 2 Mint Hill cops critically injured and the gunman dead.
Police say the suspect pulled a gun and started shooting outside a store this morning where the exchange was taking place. Witnesses say they saw 2 officers go inside that store and then one officer lead the other outside with blood on their hands. Jared Halpern, Fox News.
In Paris, a man stabbed 3 women at different metro stations today. Police arrested the suspect and say the attacks are not terror-related. The women's injuries are believed to be non-life-threatening. And it's tough travel today, especially in the Northeast.
New York City Metro included in a warning for the first time in almost 4 years, but now all the way back to the Poconos, up to the capital region of New York, and back west to Syracuse. Icing that's happening across western into central parts of PA. Some areas may see in excess of a quarter inch. Look out for power outages and, unfortunately, very treacherous travel conditions.
Fox Weather's Ian Oliver. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Be careful with what you say on social media. Cloudy and 60 degrees in the Circle City. Tonight's low is 41. I'm Jake McDaniel, and here's what's trending at 5:02. Social media posts by the parents of a Kentucky State University student killed in a shooting have led to criminal charges.
Vanderburgh County arrest records show that Dejon Fox and Chardonnay Cleveland were taken into custody on Christmas on charges of intimidation, a threat to commit a forcible felony. The case centers on their son, who was shot and killed at Kentucky State University by a guy named Jacob Bard, who prosecutors say was picking up his son. Bard told police that his son was being attacked and he had no choice but to pull out the weapon and start firing. A grand jury agreed and decided not to charge him. Ryan Hedrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
IMPD arrested a man this week for shooting and killing a woman on Monday. Ashley Yarrow was taken to a hospital after she was spotted at a home on South Village Way in Indianapolis. She later died. Police say they found Al Fisher II in a car on Georgetown Road on the northwest side Christmas Eve. He crashed his car after a chase, and then Fisher tried to run off but was arrested. Police say a man was riding in a truck near North 14th and Buckeye Streets in Terre Haute when he got upset with his mom, who was driving. Investigators say William Gallagher grabbed the steering wheel and hit the gas, sending them flying off the road. They hit a sign, some railroad tracks, and eventually crashed into some trees. Everyone was injured, but survived, and Gallagher is now facing criminal charges in the Vigo County Jail. This all happened on Christmas Day. The Indiana Pacers have the Boston Celtics for the second time this week. The tip-off tonight is at 7, and the Indianapolis Colts are taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars on Sunday, but they'll be without defensive tackle DeForest Buckner again. He's out of the season on IR with a neck injury.
He embodies everything that you want in a pro. He's as good as it gets, tough as it gets, wants to be out there for his team.
Head coach Shane Steichen said today Buckner needs a procedure next week, but is expected back for 2026. The kickoff is at 1 o'clock. You've got traffic and weather in 1 minute. It's 5:04.
Everybody knows Hubler's got the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles. But did you know? Now you can get that same limited powertrain warranty on new Toyotas. Introducing the all-new Hubler Toyota. Get grand opening savings all month long. And during Toyotathon, lease a new 2025 RAV4, just $339 per month. Or a new 2026 Corolla, $219 per month. Plus, choose from Camrys, Corollas, Highlanders, Tundras, and more.
Hubler's got you covered.
At the all-new Hubler Toyota on US 31 South in Indianapolis. Visit HublerToyota.com. Grand opening savings and the best warranty around. 10 years, 200,000 miles.
Cover me!
Select models. Approved credit plus tax, tag, title, license 249 dealer doc. RAV4 model 4432. Corolla model 1852. 39 months. $29.99 due. Zero security. 10,000 annual miles. 15 cents per mile thereafter. Expires 12/31/25.
With your WIBC traffic at 5:05, here's Matt Bear.
Northeast side, northbound 69 slows up 465 past 82nd Street. Southbound 6570 stop and go Washington to the south split because of construction. Crash on the north side, 86th Street to Keystone Crossing. Had a crash, Greenwood, Meridian Street at County Line Road. Traffic sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield brings whole health to Brookside 54 with a food pantry, nutrition tips, and a new fitness space for teachers through Impact Fitness Foundation. Learn more at anthem.com/indy/community. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Cloudy with patchy fog potential tonight, lows down in the low 40s, and then showers return by Saturday night and carry through Sunday at times, but we will be having near record high temperatures on Sunday with highs in the mid 60s. Can't rule out isolated strong severe storms late Sunday with damaging wind the main concern. Showers and storm potential continues into Sunday night with potential for a switch over to some snow late. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel. On the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
Hammer and Nigel.
Can you believe these characters are weirdos? So let's rock it!
Oh, the clock is ticking. We are getting closer and closer to officially kickstarting the weekend with Beer Sample Friday. That comes up in just a little bit, right around 5:50-ish. I'm Jason Hammer. Big Nige is out today. Chris Hammer,
what's up?
Riding shotgun with us all this afternoon. This will be your first legal Beer Sample Friday coming up, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
So when are you going to do the celebrity beer bong? That's the question.
Man, I don't know. I've always been absolutely horrible at like chugging anything like that. I mean, I could do it, but it is definitely not going to be pretty.
Well, we're going to have to put you on the schedule. I think it's going to have to happen at some point. It's like throwing a kid in the deep end of the pool. You're going to learn to swim eventually.
Right.
Although I never did learn to swallow a pill, but that's neither here nor there. President Zelensky, President Trump have agreed to have some new meeting. This is after some negotiators met yesterday on Christmas Day after Russia was getting a little squirrely, getting a little violent in Ukraine. Now, reports are starting to circulate that Zelensky may be close to conceding some territory here. Now, Chris, I'll defer to you here. You study the world. You're a political science major in college. You're a junior at the University of Indianapolis. What do we make of this upcoming rumored get-together between Zelensky and Trump? And if the rumors are true, that Zelensky may be willing to concede some of the land?
I mean, it's definitely a start here because I feel like this. I mean, there's going to have to be some land concession if this conflict's going to end because you know how Russia operates and you know what they want.
They want the Donbass region.
They do. And it just comes down to how are you going to make both sides happy? And that's what Donald Trump finds himself into right now, going back and forth. I think it'd be great if they could get all three of them together in a room. But as of right now, he's just going back and forth between Russia and Zelensky. But if this can happen, I think it's definitely a start. But I still don't expect this to have any resolution for a long time.
And pride can be a mother.
Oh, yeah.
It really can. Because at this point, Zelensky is so deep in this thing, and they've lost so many lives, it would almost feel like it would be all for naught if he just said, all right, you can have some of the Donbass region.
And I'd imagine it makes your leadership look weak to the citizens of Ukraine, too. Like, can you imagine, like, if similar situation to the United States, if we conceded, like, Hawaii to somebody, like, we would be mad. We would be livid. So you kind of got to look at it like that, too, of how the citizens are going to feel that there. And, you know, I'm not sure, like, how they're political. I don't know if Zelensky gets elected or not, or if he's thinking about that.
But I think to use your United States analogy, I think we would have to be losing a war to be mad.
Right.
And the real reality here is Ukraine is losing this war, and they've been losing this war. Now, we all thought Russia would take care of business a lot faster. The Russian military may have been the most overrated thing that I can think of, right? But they're still winning, and they're going to win this. The question becomes is how many more lives do you want lost? And it's a mother. It sucks to say, hey, we tap out. We're waving the white flag. We're going full France here. But if you could come up with some sort of compromise where you keep some of the region and a little bit of your dignity, I think that's what Trump's going for. The question now becomes, though, does Zelensky have that in him? Is he willing to say, to end this war that we're never going to win, and that's what the media won't tell you because they're so enamored with Zelensky and they hate Trump and they hate Putin. They want Zelensky to win. Like, I want Ball State to beat Ohio State in football, but it's probably not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
Right?
And in terms like of this war, like you mentioned with Russia's military being overrated, like Russia has not earned a complete total takeover of Ukraine, like we thought was going to happen within like a month, but that's just not happened. But if Zelensky and the people of Ukraine still want to exist, they're going to have to get in the negotiating room, and they're going to have to play some let's make a deal with Russia. And Donald Trump's going to find himself playing mediator in that. But it's definitely going to be, if you want the war to stop and you want people to stop losing your lives, you're going to have to figure out how to crack a deal with crazy Putin over there.
Meanwhile, back here in the States, the debate over ICE continuing. So last night on CNN, you had Abby Phillip, who was their new Don Lemon. She may be the new dumbest person on television. And that's saying something because MSNBC exists. And MS Now, that's what they're called. They exist. But Abby Phillip, every night, she makes the mistake of having Scott Jennings on her show, and Scott just eats her lunch. So last night, they're talking about ICE, and Abby Phillip has the hot take that coming into the United States illegally is not a criminal offense, to which Scott Jennings has to point out the obvious.
7 million means that they're not just going after criminals.
Well, they're going after people who are in the country illegally, right?
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying the criminals, this is a much bigger universe.
Doesn't that make you a criminal?
No, it doesn't.
To come across the border illegally?
Coming into the country illegally is a civil offense. It's not a criminal offense.
Okay, if you come into the country illegally, here's the message. We're going to find you and send you back. I mean, I'm sorry, that's the way it is. And I think the government should pull all the levers at its disposal to find people and pull this off. It's what the American people asked Donald Trump to do. Yes, they should be deporting violent people. Yes, they should be deporting people who committed violent acts before they came here. But at some juncture, if you're going to allow any illegal immigration at all, the message then goes out. Just get here. It'll probably work out for you. That was the last administration. This is a different one.
Exactly.
Right.
Like if you've got a room full of sex offenders, murderers, and gardeners, I do believe the sex offenders and the murderers are probably going to be deported first.
Exactly.
But let's not get it twisted here. You can't send the message that if you come across the border illegally, it's going to be fine. Everything's going to be great. You can't send that message out.
And I can't get over the claim that she said earlier. It's not illegal to come into this country illegally. It's in the name. It's in the name. So if you come to this country illegally, according to her, you're not breaking any laws.
Chris, you're going to have to stop making too much sense.
Oh, I'm using my critical thinking skills. I shouldn't do that.
We're talking about CNN here. I'm going to need you to just calm down just a little bit. Hey, little reminder for next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Those are the days that we have a Hammer and Nigel show. We're off on New Year's Day and the day after. Each day at around 3:20, Johnette Cruz from the WIBC newsroom is going to come in here, and we're going to be doing a year in review. The biggest stories in Indy, the biggest stories nationally, and the biggest stories in pop culture, sports, and entertainment. So each day next week at 3:20, please join us as we have the year in review with the lovely, the talented Miss Johnette Cruz, and looking forward to that. All right, before we hit a break here, Chris, there's a new poll out. I want to get your thoughts on this. We just wrapped up Christmas, but we're still in sports season. NBA's going on, NFL's going on, college basketball. Does kissing under the mistletoe or somebody kissing you on the kiss cam on the Jumbotron count as cheating? So if you're at a ball game and somebody puts you and the guy next to you on kiss cam and you kiss him, does that cheating? If you're at a company Christmas party and you're under the mistletoe and you kiss somebody, does that count as cheating? 12% of men and 10% of women say, it's fine, that's not cheating, it's just being festive. Let me know if you guys are bumping uglies, because that's where I draw the line. So I will defer to you on this one. Is it cheating if you're under the mistletoe or on the kiss cam?
Well, I definitely don't think you should do it, but it depends on, like, my definition of cheating is doing it with somebody else. But I'm not saying you should do this, so I guess I would have to say yes, but not on the extent of cheating.
So let's say the cameraman at Gamebridge Fieldhouse picks you up at a Pacer game, but instead of having it be the person you're actually there with, it's some cougar from Carmel that's there with her husband next to you, but they put you guys on the isolated screen. I feel like you owe it to all of us to give her a Frencher.
Pressure can get to people right there. But I mean, if I'm right next to like my girlfriend, I don't know about that. She might actually just kill me when I get home. But
the rules of engagement say what happens on Kiss Cam stays on Kiss Cam. Kurt, back me up on this here.
Yeah.
Is it cheating if it's mistletoe or Kiss Cam?
I don't think so. Under well, you brought up workplace Christmas party. That's got HR violation written all over it. By the way,
what if it's somebody from the HR department?
Ooh, all bets are off.
All bets are off. That's like Vegas,
they make the
right?
rules. They make the rules.
They
can
make
them
the
whatever
rules.
they want.
All right, one more thing here before we throw it to Matt. And since we're rolling on this thing, I'm going to name 3 different cameras you see at a sporting event. One of them has to be destroyed and goes away forever. Kiss Cam, Dance Cam, or Simba Cam, where they hold up the baby. Which one has to go away forever?
Dance Cam.
Dance Cam.
Yep.
Chris.
I'm going to go Kiss Cam. I'm thinking of this as if I'm sitting there and looking at the board, what's going to give me the most entertainment value. I think Simba and Dance Cam, I laugh at people the most. So I think I'm going to have to give her to Kiss Cam.
Oh, I'm keeping Kiss Cam because I always like it when they get the awkward brother and sister on the camera, right? Or the awkward teenage date where nobody knows what to do. And every once in a while, you'll get some chick who's had a few beers and she's diving into the lap. We've seen these. So I'm keeping that. I think Dance Cam fires up the fans because then you get a showdown there toward the end. Like the 2 best dancers go head to head, and that kind of gets the crowd going. I'm getting rid of Simba Cam.
Oh, come on.
It's cute to hold up the baby, but that doesn't get me fired up. That doesn't bring entertainment to me. It makes me say, oh, I'm old and all my babies are grown up now.
What about the drunk dudes in the outfield that pick up their shorter buddy and then they do the Simba Cam? That's great.
Me and my friends may or may not have done that to one of our shorter friends at a Colts game once.
All right, then I'll allow it. Damn it, I don't know now. I don't know. Let us know on the YouTube chat, which one would you get rid of forever? Kiss Cam, Dance Cam, or the Simba Cam, holding up the baby? Matt Bear, which one would you get rid of forever?
I just know on Kiss Cam, she's going to probably try to cop a feel, and that's a little dangerous, you know?
Yeah. Hey, dude, Kiss Cam. Remember the Coldplay concert? That can get you into trouble.
Yeah, it could get you in a lot of trouble. So I'd have to get rid of the Kiss Cam just for the document. Look at southbound 6570 stop and go traffic, Washington Street to the south split because of construction. Northbound 65 slows after Raymond into the south split. Again, that's a construction zone. Harding closed to Oliver because of a crash with injury and entrapment. Traffic sponsor by Super Short. You need to listen to this if you're getting ready to start a business. A seismic shift is coming. It's time to get super sure, not kind of sure, not pretty sure, but super sure, coming soon. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
All right, so Ann's with me. Ann on the YouTube chat. Simba Cam is dumb. Don't bring your baby to a loud-ass stadium. Okay, Ann's with me on this one.
I can block people in the YouTube chat.
You leave Ann alone. Right now, 57 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center. Again, we need some more likes on the YouTube chat. Let me hit refresh and see where we're at. We need 25 more. 25 more people to go to WIBC's YouTube page, give us a like, give us a thumbs up. That gets the 20-year-old numbnuts in the digital department off of my backside, and really that's my main motivation. I just want to be left alone, and I don't want to have to talk to 20-year-olds that act like they know everything and don't have a pot to pee in. So help a brother out. 25 more likes, 25 more thumbs up. Every time you give us a like, it's a virtual middle finger to a 20-year-old in the back. WIBC's YouTube channel. Are you okay with this? Is next.
Tickets are on sale right now for Trump 1 year later. The highs, the lows, how we win the midterms. Happening at the Hyatt Regency, downtown Indianapolis. The bourbon will flow. The food will be fantastic. We're going to go over Trump's past year and how we use that to win the midterms. It's going to be informing, entertaining, and very, very funny. I promise. Join us, Trump 1 year later. Brought to you by Premier Arms, PA Jewelers, Defiance Beef, Chimney Solutions, and WIBC. Get your tickets at WIBC.com.
You ready to build your custom dream home? Check out Joyner Homes based out of Greenfield. See one of their model homes in person anytime. It is a great way for you to experience the customization and quality of a Joyner Homes custom built home. Plus, you can meet with a new home specialist to learn about their building process. Available lots if you don't already have one. Find out about floor plans and where they build. Model homes are open 7 days a week from noon to 5 and walk-ins are welcome. Find out more at joynerhomes.com.
Rush on over to Andy Moore Ford during the year-end sales event. Save over $13,000 off MSRP on a new Ford F-150 Super Crew. If you prefer to lease, get a new 2026 Ford Escape for under $300 a month. Or go bigger with a new Explorer for just $439 a month. Both for 39 months. That's year-end sales at Andy Moore Ford. You can even buy your vehicle 100% online, and Andy Moore will deliver it right to you. And get more before it's gone. Routine maintenance plans are available to keep things simple and convenient. Andy Moore Ford, 2713 East Main Street in Plainfield, or online at andymoreford.com. Includes $13,241 dealer discount. Additional available offers include $1,500 rebate and $1,000 F-150 loyalty. Must qualify. Lease for $299, $439 per month. 10,500 miles per year. 25 cents per mile over. $3,500 to its signing. $0 security deposit. Tax, title, license fee, and $251.05 dock fee excluded. Available to qualified customers with approved credit. See dealer for full offer details. Expires December 31st, 2025. Custom jewelry is not out of reach with PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse. At PA Jewelers, you can customize any piece of jewelry for that special someone. PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse in Brownsburg. Gold, diamonds, gemstones, and of course those watches from Flederman Von Riest, assembled right here in Indiana. Custom designed jewelry with PA Jewelers at the Farmhouse. Custom jewelry made just for you. PA Jewelers, 3750 South Green Street in Brownsburg. 317-456-4010. PAJewelers.jewelry.
This is Chris with Absolute Comfort. We just want to thank you and your family for business that you've passed to us this year. Our families appreciate everything that you do for us, and we just want to let you know that if you have needs for your man cave or your she shed or whatever the thing is for a family member that you love, we just ask that you give us a call, and we've got some different ideas for you. Have a Merry Christmas.
Absolute Comfort is your Mitsubishi Electric Elite ductless pro dealer.
Got any gadgets? Get online protection. NordVPN has a ho-ho holiday deal just for you. Get up to 77% off plus 3 extra months. According to PC Mag, this VPN service is rated as outstanding. A single NordVPN account secures up to 10 devices. You can share online protection with your loved ones. NordVPN's Threat Protection Pro feature helps you block malware, avoid phishing, and stop annoying digital trackers. NordVPN scans the dark web and checks if your sensitive credentials haven't gotten into the wrong hands. This cybersecurity tool also encrypts your browsing. You can enjoy the internet with more peace of mind. Just a few taps and you're safer online. Let your gadgets sparkle with online security. Go to NordVPN.com and get up to 77% off plus 3 extra months. NordVPN.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
Are you really okay with this?
Are you okay? Everything's gonna be okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm pretty far from okay.
Are you okay with this? On the Hammer and Nigel show.
Are you okay with this? Brought to you by Window Nation. Window Nation's end of the year sale. Your chance to save big with 50% off all Windows styles, plus nada, 0% financing for 5 years. Sale ends soon. Visit windownation.com to get started. Now, normally, Nige is here. All right, let me take that back. Sometimes Nige is here, and he'll run these stories by me. But since he's gone, I'm going to put the boy to work here. Chris Hammer's filling in for Nige, so I'm going to run these stories by you. You tell me if you're all right with them.
Let's do it.
We're going to start with this. Super Bowl halftime performer Bad Bunny's stylist confirms in an interview that the singer will, quote, not play it safe at the Super Bowl. In an interview, the style team of Bad Bunny say he plans to wear a dress during his 2026 Super Bowl halftime show to honor Puerto Rican queer icons and generations of drag, resistance, and cultural rebellion. The stylist goes on to say that, quote, he loves controversy. He loves to push envelopes. He's 100% going to wear a dress. Are you okay with this?
No, I'm not okay with it. And I can tell you what we will not be watching at the Super Bowl halftime show at my Super Bowl party is the halftime show. We're probably going to go play some cards or something like that. And I was never big on Bad Bunny doing the halftime show in the first place.
Because you're in the age group where you should like this dude.
Right. And, well, I hate when I say that I'm not big on Bad Bunny doing a halftime show. It's just, oh, well, you're racist. You know he's from the United States, right? He's from Puerto Rico. That's not why I don't want him to do it. All his songs are in Spanish. I'm not going to be able to understand what he's saying.
I wouldn't want Jimmy Kimmel to do the halftime show either, and he was born in Las Vegas.
Exactly. I just don't. And I'm not a big rap person in general, which that's kind of the music he does. And then double that down with it's going to be all in Spanish. It's just kind of a double negative for me right there. I don't want to see that. And then now he's going to be pushing this political messages and all this stuff. No, I'm not okay with this. And this might be, it sounds like it's going to be one of the worst Super Bowl halftime shows I've seen in a while.
We've been pretty lucky with the last couple of halftime performances. Now, they haven't been Super Bowl. I'm talking about Thanksgiving halftime.
Oh, yeah.
Where, listen, take their politics out of it, but Jack White and Eminem put on a great NFL halftime show.
That was a great show right there. That might even be better than the Super Bowl halftime show, I would say.
And then yesterday, you had Snoop Dogg's big Christmas extravaganza, which featured like gospel singers and Lainey Wilson. She came up there and it was like Christmas songs, but he did them in a fun Snoop way. And then he was also mixing in some of his classic, like Ain't Nothing But a G Thing type of stuff. Like those are two pretty good halftime shows. I don't know if Bad Bunny's got anything to offer us better than those.
I really don't think he does. And you got to look at the audience that watches like the Super Bowl. I mean, you say, well, the halftime show is for everyone to watch there. But the people that are watching the Super Bowl don't want to be pushed a political message, especially at the Super Bowl right there.
Are you okay with this? The Notre Dame USC rivalry in football coming to an end. The teams could not come up with an agreement on extending the series for the 2026 season, meaning the games won't be played until at least 2030. That's the next round of openings either team has. One of the great rivalries in football, Notre Dame USC going away. Are you all right with it?
No, I'm not all right with this. I hate when rivalries go away in college football. Like, I see why it's happening because teams are just, especially you see what the playoff committee does now if you just put a schedule together to get you in there. But I'm not all right with this. And everyone's blaming this on Notre Dame. I put the blame on both sides because USC needs to come to Notre Dame in November. I'm tired of them.
They never will, though.
They never will because they don't want the smoke. They don't want to come play in the snow. But they need to come to Notre Dame in November. And
you know what? The Big Ten needs to schedule USC to play some of these cold games.
like Wisconsin or Minnesota, somebody like that.
Exactly.
And on Notre Dame's side, like they should be playing Michigan and USC and Miami like every year. These are big time rivalry games that we're not going to see USC for a while, and we haven't seen Michigan in a while either.
Now, let me say this without upsetting Rob Kendall and the Notre Dame fans around here. Notre Dame needs this game more than USC.
They do.
Because you look at USC's schedule for next year. They play Ohio State, Indiana, and Oregon. And depending on how Penn State is, that's another challenging game. Notre Dame, their big games next year are Miami, okay. And then you're getting down to SMU and BYU.
BYU is who I believe is going to take USC's spot. And that is in no means an upgrade from USC right there.
The rest of Notre Dame's schedule next year, Purdue, Wisconsin, Rice, Michigan State, Navy, North Carolina, and Boston College.
But I mean, to Notre Dame's credit here, you see how the playoff committee looks at all these wins. So
yeah, but you got to have some good wins in there, and you need it backloaded a little bit.
That's true.
That's what kept Notre Dame out. All the good teams were loaded at the front. They didn't have anybody to beat in the back end, and they got screwed.
In my ideal scenario, I would love Notre Dame to be in the Big Ten because, one, they could play good teams. Two, you get Notre Dame, Michigan every year, and the Big Ten can then force USC to go to Notre Dame in November.
But why would Notre Dame want to join a conference when they make all of the NBC money by themselves?
That's right.
There's no revenue sharing. They don't have to share with Rutgers.
No.
They don't have to share with Purdue. They make all of the money.
It comes down to, do they want to make all the money, or do they want to have increased odds to win a national championship? That's your decision.
Update on our forecast is coming up, plus some amazing posts on social media by President Trump. We got Beer Sample Friday on the way, but right now, let's break down as Jake's got to look at the news.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What they said. It's cloudy during your nightfall in downtown Indy. It's also 58 degrees. Lows tonight in the lower 40s. I'm Jake McDaniel. Here's what's trending at 5:31. Nigeria says it gave President Trump the go-ahead to hit terrorists in the country accused of killing Christians. Trump says the Christmas night airstrikes were directed at ISIS terrorists in the northern part of the country. Last month, Trump said there would be serious consequences if the attacks on Christians didn't stop. And Trump and Ukrainian President Zelensky are set to meet on Sunday about the war with Russia and a potential peace agreement.
When it comes to the years-long war in Ukraine, President Zelensky seems to be pleased with the peace plan the U.S. is proposing. Zelensky is reportedly set to visit Mar-a-Lago on Sunday to speak with President Trump further about this. And while the Russians rejected a Christmas ceasefire, they appear to be vulnerable on the front lines. That includes in northeast of Ukraine, where the Russians are seemingly cut off from resupply lines, and some are even surrendering, according to the head of communication for Ukraine's joint forces. But Ukraine is wanting assurance that the U.S. will back them up in the event that Russia would decide to invade again. Zelensky says Ukraine and the U.S. are 90% of the way there, but he wants to know what the Ukrainian military can count on from the U.S.
Fox's Madison Scarpino. Trump is also set to meet with Prime Minister of Israel Benjamin Netanyahu on Monday. Noblesville police looked into a crash on I-69 on Christmas Day. Just before 5 o'clock that afternoon, officers say a pickup truck crashed into a guardrail and rolled over. Patricia Laredo, a passenger, was taken to a hospital in bad shape. Police say the driver, Cesar Cruz Santiago, wasn't hurt, but was under the influence. He now faces felony charges. A Powerball ticket holder in Arkansas won $1.8 billion in Christmas Eve's drawing. It's the second largest lottery jackpot in U.S. history. The winning numbers were 4, 25, 31, 52, and 59, and the Powerball was 19. And White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says she's expecting her second child in May of 2026. She added on social media she's excited for her son to become a big brother. News time, 5:33. Your traffic now with Matt Baer.
Medical emergency on the exit ramp from northbound 465 to South Shadeland Avenue on the southeast side. The ramp is open. It's partially blocked. Southbound 6570 stop and go traffic after Washington Street to the south split because of construction. I'm Matt Bear. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
And now here's the forecast from the American Standard Heating Weather Center.
Cloudy with patchy fog potential tonight. Lows down in the low 40s. Saturday cooler, but still well above normal for this time of the year, with highs in the mid 50s under mainly cloudy skies. And then showers return by Saturday night and carry through Sunday at times, but we will be having near record high temperatures on Sunday with highs in the mid 60s. Can't rule out isolated strong severe storms late Sunday with damaging wind the main concern. Showers and storm potential continues into Sunday night with potential for a switch over to some snow late. I'm Wish TV Storm Track 8 meteorologist Stephen Deanna for 93 WIBC.
And I'm Jake McDaniel on the level, on the go, and on WIBC.com.
You're listening to the Hammer and Nigel Show.
I know it's going to get cold, like really, really, really cold on Monday again, but I'm enjoying the hell out of what we got right now. I'm not going to lie. It's the Hammer and Nigel Show. I'm Jason Hammer. Chris Hammer.
What's up?
Sophomore at the University of Indianapolis, filling in for Big Nige here.
Junior now, actually.
Junior,
I'm
that's
a junior,
right.
yes.
Damn, you're old. Old ass.
I am, as the kids say, unk age now.
You're unk age. Good God, that's right. Now, your brother is going to be going to school with you in the fall of next year.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready for a little hammer action there on the campus? Maybe show him around, make sure he doesn't get beat up?
I don't think he's going to have to worry about getting beat up at UND. A lot of nice people there. But yes, I definitely am, and we're ready to run some stuff over there next year.
I like it. How is it being like the only conservative, I don't want to say the only one, but one of the few on a college campus?
Yeah, I mean, you're not really wrong there, because me and some of my buddies there run like the UND College Republicans Club, and we have like a total of like 5 people that show up, and that are there. And
of the 5, how many are active?
About 3.
Okay.
Really. But yeah.
Because people have asked you all the time, with your connections, with who you are, why don't you start a Turning Point chapter? And one, there's a lot that goes into that. It's kind of expensive.
There's a lot that goes into that. And I believe there is a Turning Point chapter that started at which our Republicans group is going to try to work with moving forward. But that group got started shortly after the Charlie Kirk incident there. But there's just not a market at UND because it's a liberal arts college in a major city in the United States. Not a lot of conservatives there, really.
Right.
But, the only thing I am lucky about is at UND, I've never had to deal with like the massive protests that you see at these places like Harvard and some of these bigger colleges around the country. We've never had the pro-Palestinian protests that a lot of these colleges have seen, so that's good.
Things haven't been mostly peaceful?
No, things have not been mostly peaceful there.
And how are the teachers? How are the faculty? Did they try to indoctrinate or give you any crap?
No, they're great. And which is one of the main reasons I committed to go there. I loved all the political science professors over there. They do a great job of teaching it how it is and letting you make your own decision. But that doesn't mean there aren't some, let's say, less than intellectual students that say things over there.
Oh, I remember when you ran for the president.
Oh, God, yes.
Can we tell the story about the Betsy Ross flag?
Yes. So in my 4th of July party every year, we put up a big, giant, original 1776 13 Colonies USA flag because it's a 4th of July party, right? And I post that picture on Instagram with me and my friends in front of it. Well, last year, I was running for class president at UND. And that picture starts going around our campus social media app. And these people, with the abundance of history knowledge they have, think that is the Confederate flag. College students, by the way. I want to point that out. These people got into college.
Yes.
And they think a version of the United States flag is a Confederate flag.
The 13 Colonies Betsy Ross flag that you're standing in front of,
yes.
They were saying you were standing in front of the Confederate flag.
Yes, and I was a horrible racist because of it.
And people believe that stuff,
they do.
Though. That's the problem,
it's horrible.
man.
It is absolutely horrible. And they posted the picture of me following Donald Trump on there because that's just a bad thing too. I'm just horrible because of that. And my running mate was a guy that probably leans on the left side too. So it wasn't like it was just one side of the party there too, which I don't even think matters in a campus political race like that, and no actual politics gets involved.
But this is the business that you signed up for or are signing up for. I mean, you remember we went to go vote that one year, and that big sloth fat guy with stains all over his shirt that we couldn't tell if he was blind, special needs, or just stupid, was giving us crap and yelling at you and yelling at me.
Yeah, just because of the way
One of
we
Jared
think.
Evans staffers.
Exactly. Right outside the doors of the polling place, too.
And that guy, Jared Evans, again, maybe he didn't know it was happening. I don't know. I've never met Jared Evans at the city council. Might be a nice dude. I have no idea. But he just got like a promotion on the council. But the people he put in charge of campaigning for him, that big Frankenstein-looking sloth, that guy that was trying to pick a fight with us.
Dear God.
Dear God is right.
And it was like 9 in the morning, too, because we went early, too. It wasn't like this was peak voting hours.
How did you get fast food stains on yourself that early? Or do you not just wash them off before? These are the questions we have to ask.
I think it just woke up like that.
Possible Frankenstein guy. You heard the news earlier. Strong cold front developing, dropping wind chills possibly below 0 for Monday morning. So here's what's going to happen. If you're going to the Colts game against the Jags on Sunday, you should be okay. Like, temperatures should be decent, doable, certainly by December and Indiana standards. But later that night, there's a cold front coming in, which means there's a chance for some severe storms. When you have a warm front followed by a cold front, they smack, bada bing, bada boom, you could have some severe storms, maybe even some tornado watch stuff taking place. And once that cold front comes through, it is bringing the cold. It is going to be December and January-like again in Indiana. So enjoy these next couple of days. And if you're a Colt fan, you really need the Chargers to win that game tomorrow, because it's a Saturday game.
It is.
Against the Houston Texans. Because if the Texans beat the Chargers, the Colt season's over. Right now, I think there's like a 2% chance, just 2%, the Colts can backdoor their way into the playoffs. The Colts have to win out, and the Texans have to lose out. The Colts and Texans play each other in the final game down in Houston. But it's not going to matter if the Texans go on the road and beat Justin Herbert and the Chargers tomorrow. Now, take it for what it's worth. The Chargers are the Las Vegas favorite against the Texans tomorrow. So, if you're rooting for that post-Christmas miracle, you need the Chargers to beat the Texans tomorrow, the Colts to beat the Jags, and then you got to win the next week and get a little bit of help. So there's a lot of stuff going on there, but it's not looking good. Donald Trump been golden on social media last couple of days. Like we talked earlier in the show about the Merry Christmas ISIS terrorist scum message that he posted on Truth Social, which was pretty strong. But we also got this one in regards to the Epstein files. Quote, Merry Christmas to all, including the many sleazebags who loved Jeffrey Epstein, gave him bundles of money, went to his island, attended his parties, and thought he was the greatest guy on earth, only to drop him like a dog when things got too hot. Falsely claimed they had nothing to do with him, didn't know him, said he was a disgusting person, and then blamed me, President Donald Trump, who was actually the only one who did drop Epstein long before it became fashionable to do so. When their names got brought out of the ongoing radical left witch hunt, plus the one lowlife Republican, Massey, this is so good. I love the music. And it revealed that they are Democrats all. There will be a lot of explaining to do, much like there was when it was made public that the Russia hoax was a fictitious story, a total scam, and had nothing to do with Trump. The failing New York Times, among others, were forced to apologize for their bad and faulty reporting, even to the point of losing many subscribers due to their highly inaccurate and fake coverage. It goes on, quote, now the same losers are at it again, only this time so many of their friends, mostly innocent, will be badly hurt and have their reputations tarnished. But sadly, that's the way it is when you're dealing with the world of corrupt Democrat politics. Enjoy what may be your last Merry Christmas, President Donald Trump.
Man.
It's a lot. There's a lot.
He was on one last night, wasn't he?
I don't think it's as good as ISIS terrorist scum, but, quote, enjoy what may be your last Merry Christmas is pretty strong. That's pretty strong, too. Producer Kurt, we're getting close to Beer Sample Friday, so let's set the mood with a little booze news.
You set them up and I'll knock them back, Lloyd. One by one.
We are gonna read booze news, cause it's really fun.
Once it hits your lips, it's so good.
Hammer and Nigel presents
Booze news, booze news. Time for booze news.
Dateline, Rhode Island. For the second time in a matter of months, a high-profile Democrat has been busted for being a little tipsy behind the wheel and getting a little mouthy to the officers. This time it happened in Cranston, and the Democratic Committee chair, Maria Bucci, was arrested for drunk driving. Now, we've got some body cam audio we're going to play for you. She tries to pull the "do you know who I am" card. At some point, she's like, thank God I'm not a black person because then I'd be arrested. Narrator, she was arrested. She calls the officer a D, word. So listen to how Democrats react when they get held accountable.
So I can smell alcohol coming off your breath right now, and your driving was pretty erratic. So you can make all the faces you want. That's perfectly fine.
Embarrass me. I honestly feel bad. If I was a black human, I think you guys. No, honestly, I feel bad for the people. I feel bad for the people that are not in my position.
Yeah. Oh, I am.
No, I am.
All right.
Though, right?
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Love
that's
me,
fine.
right?
All right. I'm sorry. What did
No,
you say?
I am, right?
I don't know who you are, miss, and I frankly,
You don't care,
no,
right?
I really don't. Turn around.
you
Turn
wanna
around.
arrest me?
Yep. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Yep. Okay.
Look,
Guy,
give me the camera. You're
Yep.
like, I am not drinking. You're a loser.
Stop.
If you have to ask, do you know who I am? You're not going to like the answer.
No, that's got to be the worst thing that you can say in any situation like that whatsoever.
And I'm sorry, is an officer supposed to know who the Democratic Committee chair is supposed to be? It's not like that was Arnold Schwarzenegger that got pulled over. That wasn't Peyton Manning.
It wasn't The Rock.
It wasn't The Rock or Taylor Swift. Like, it's never okay to say, do you know who I am? But if one of those folks did it, at least most people would know. Like, this has got strong Ron Burgundy vibes.
Do you know who I am?
No, I can't say that I do.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Really?
People know me.
I'm the Democratic Committee chair. People know me. So just know what you're getting into here. So ridiculous. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, Chris Hammer, myself, Beer Sample Friday. Let's rock. Next.
It started off as a drip, so Washington ignored the problem for decades. Then suddenly the pipe burst, and illegal immigrants poured into our country across our southern border. But no more. Thanks to President Donald Trump and Congressman Jim Baird, the pipe has been fixed for good. In Congress, Baird worked to pass legislation that, according to the House Homeland Security Committee Majority Office, provides funding for the removal of millions of criminal illegal aliens across the country, allows for the completion of President Trump's border wall, authorizes the hiring of thousands of new ICE personnel, Customs and Border Protection officers, and Border Patrol agents, and stops the flow of deadly fentanyl into Indiana. To learn more about how President Trump and Congressman Jim Baird are solving America's immigration crisis and keeping our communities safe, call Congressman Baird's office at 317-563-5567 or visit baird.house.gov.
paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $150 into something bigger when you bet on money line, spread, totals, player props.
$150 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-9-WITH-IT. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Indiana. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Hi, I'm Dustin, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. As director of diamond sourcing, it's my job to make sure every single diamond is worthy of a Shane Company engagement ring. Our team travels the world to see diamonds in person and handpick each one. That type of dedication only comes from working for a company that's been a family business since 1929. No matter your budget, your diamond is guaranteed to be the most beautiful because a friend wants you to pick from only the best. Drop by your store or shaneco.com and see for yourself. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
It's time. You've been putting off that kitchen or bath remodel long enough. What are you waiting for? Get started today with Boer Remodeling. Boer Remodeling customer Kathy had a bath remodel with Boer. Kathy, talk a little bit about your experience.
Our experience with Boer has been terrific. The process was so easy and seamless. When we decided to do a larger remodel of our first floor, Boer was the first company we thought of hiring.
And were you happy with the results?
The results are amazing, and we are so happy with our home and the work that Boer did.
Peter is another recent Boer Remodeling customer with a new kitchen. Peter, what was the best part about working with Boer?
We especially liked the active participation that we were able to have in selection of stone for the countertops. Really came out beautiful. The cabinets also came out very, very well.
The best materials, the most skilled craftsmen in Central Indiana. They'll guide you through the entire process. Start with a free consultation. Talk to Boer Remodeling today. That's BOOHER, BoerRemodeling.com.
The Attorney General's Office, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every week. Visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov or text Hammer and Nigel to 46220 today.
With over 100 online casino-style games, Chumba Casino is your destination for nonstop entertainment. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 21 plus.
Heat and cool with nearly geothermal efficiency in places you can't fit ductwork with Mitsubishi electric ductless mini splits.
Just go to AbsoluteComfort.org. That's AbsoluteComfort.org.
All right, Matt Baer, what's up, buddy?
All right, looking at the southeast side, it is a medical emergency on the exit ramp from northbound 465 to Southeastern Avenue. Ramp is open, is partially blocked. Downtown southbound 6570, a little bit slow. Fletcher to the south split. I'm Matt Baer. Follow us for instant traffic updates at WIBC Traffic.
It's 56 at the American Standard Heating Weather Center, and it's Beer Sample Friday.
Right now,
Hammer and Nigel present
Beer Sample.
Fry.
I got some beers. Let's drink them, huh?
Beer's on sale, people. Come down, get you some.
Brought to you by Thompson Furniture and Mattress down in Columbus. They still have free delivery and setup if you live within 75 miles of their store. Everybody else is jacking up the rates. Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. Owned and operated by the same awesome family for decades. They're still doing free delivery within 75 miles. All right, Chris Hammer is here. Now, I'm not sure if you're aware of the rules, but we can't be anywhere near a microphone because all the hall monitors and all the Karens and all the Todd Myers are going to come running in here. So step back just a little bit, step back, and I'm going to hand you what we're drinking today. Now, walk into the microphone. Tell us exactly what it is.
All right, here's what we got. We got Cheer for All. This is by, where is it? Or no, Shriner Holiday Cheer by the Spotzel Brewery. It looks like they're in Texas.
The stars at night are deep and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. All right, crack it open, kid. Crack it open. It's a twist off here. Get away from the microphone. There you go. There you go. Now, pour me a little bit. Over here. We got the red Solo Cup in action here. That's good. All right, and now on the count of three, from a very safe distance from the microphones, so nobody gets in trouble, cheers to the weekend. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Fill it up again. Fill it up again. The weekend is underway in Indianapolis. Top stories in one more hour. Next.
Weight loss medication before, but it was compounded semaglutide. That is not what Premier Weight Loss uses, and I have had no nausea. I'm losing weight, and I feel great. And not just physically. I'm talking mentally as well. I feel good about myself. Hey, with Premier Weight Loss, it's a totally different experience than I've had with other weight loss providers. Their offices are professional and relaxing. You deal one-on-one with a specialist that will tailor a unique and specific plan for your weight loss journey.
Since I've been working with Premier Weight Loss, I've lost over 11 pounds in 1 month. I'm still drinking beer. I'm still eating steak. But the cravings for all the nonsensical other things, gone. I feel better. They've came up with a plan specifically for me. These guys are legit. I've seen it. I'm walking living proof. PWLindy.com. That's PWLindy.com. Tell them Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Rush on over to Andy Moore Ford during the year-end sales event. Save over $13,000 off MSRP on a new Ford F-150 Super Crew. If you prefer to lease, get a new 2026 Ford Escape for under $300 a month. Or go bigger with a new Explorer for just $439 a month. Both for 39 months. That's year-end sales at Andy Moore Ford. You can even buy your vehicle 100% online, and Andy Moore will deliver it right to you. And get more before it's gone. Routine maintenance plans are available to keep things simple and convenient. Andy Moore Ford, 2713 East Main Street in Plainfield, or online at andymoreford.com. Includes $13,241 dealer discount. Additional available offers include $1,500 rebate and $1,000 F-150 loyalty. Must qualify. Lease for $299, $439 per month. 10,500 miles per year. 25 cents per mile over. $3,500 to its signing. $0 security deposit. Tax, title, license fee, and $251.05 dock fee excluded.